All right. Hello, this is NieR Replicant, version 1.2, the latest version of Replicant. We're doing any % easy. Yeah. I'm OneCardinal, and this is Jeff as well.
I'm Jeff.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Does anyone have a particular name that they would like the character to be? Because we have a lot of different options. If we don't have a particular name, I'm just going to call it
Bill.
I'm going to do lowercase. Mash.
Mash.
We start time when we press yes here. So, yep.
What?
3, 2, 1, go. Woohoo!
We're professionals. We know exactly what we do.
Go straight into the prologue, and the prologue is a very fun experience because basically all you do in this part of the game is mash for like 3 minutes straight. Well, when you have that, the first part here, obviously we skip the cutscenes, but we have 2 waves of mobs. They're being a bit not very nice. You kill your first 2 waves, and you get hit, and then that triggers the next part forwards. Oh, this is pretty good.
Let anyone hurt Yona.
And this section we're just using.
So this is the power of the Black Book.
And now we mash for like multiple minutes straight. This is the fastest way to do damage in this game. When it's like when your weapon has enough damage, like magical damage.
Basically, there's a spell called Dark Blast which you get access to almost immediately. It's got 3 different ways you can use it. You can either hold it down and it does little blasts. You can tap it and it does a big blast. Or you can hold it down and release and it will do a sort of wave of blasts. But on easy, you have so much magic regeneration, you can mash the big blast over and over, and it's just a really abusable way of dealing damage. So, and you can do it while doing everything else, so even while attacking and stuff, so throughout the entire run, for every piece of combat, you're basically just mashing Dark Blast over and over.
Yeah, basically.
Like, Easy's often considered carpal tunnel %.
Yeah, yeah, it's not great. Resetting at the start of this game is not the best because you're basically just resetting into mashing for another 2 minutes straight. I didn't really want to get hit by him there, but basically with this boss, you hit its head and it takes like a multiplier of damage. This wasn't too bad. Sometimes when you execute this, like when you walk past that part of the store, sometimes your character just freezes for like 4 or 5 and now we're gonna have a bunch of dialogue.
Which you also mash through, by the way.
Yeah, and you alternate between X and circle for the best results.
You get to mash with 2 fingers instead of 1.
Yeah, it's great. You get carpal tunnel in both hands. I'm gonna attempt a like basically when I'm doing this here. Okay, I didn't get the lock, but when you outrange the cutscene for this save point here, if you are mashing jump and the interaction button, you don't get the random lock after you leave the cutscene. And then we have our first guard lift. Do you want to explain guard lifts?
Guard lifts are very fun. We don't know why they were, first off, but basically, whenever you jump, if you do a heavy attack at the start of your jump, you do a lift, which is like an attack going upwards. But for some reason, if at the top of your jump, you do a block for like, I think it's 2 frames,
Yeah.
and then immediately afterwards do a heavy attack, you do the lift animation from the top of your jump, which lets us get a lot more height than we would by just doing the normal double jump stuff. So basically anywhere where we have to go up somewhere, we'll be doing guard lifts, because they're like the fastest way to get high.
My favorite part of this run, legit. Am I gonna get hit by a sheep? No, I'm not. Basically, you have to collect 3 mutton for the quest, and there's basically a random chance that you can get, like, oh, this one's gonna run away. There's a random chance you can get wool, so it means you have to kill like a whole additional sheep, basically. These shades are pretty good, actually.
These shades are such assholes, I swear.
Yeah.
Just run all over the place.
Yeah, no wool at least, but yeah, optimally you want to have all the shades get hit by your heavy combo, and then you just kill them all in one go. But you know, you're asking
Never
for
actually
quite a lot.
happens.
Yeah. I think out of all the times I've ever done like this split, I've only ever had perfect shades like 5 or 6 times out of like 500 attempts. Sadly, we didn't get 3. We have to buy a herb because we didn't get 3. Popola wants us to get 3 herbs, so there's a chance that you can get 2 herbs from the shades as drops. We get the first one from the house, and it's also possible that you can get them from the drop nodes around the area as well. Most commonly, the one on that tree on the left there.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's kind of something that has never happened before, to be honest. And every time I do actually get 3, I end up buying anyway because I didn't keep track. So
nice. Yeah, the start of this run's a bunch of quite boring.
Go here, go there. I go back to Popola.
Mash through dialogue. Mash through tutorials.
Yep. And then fail guard lifts while going to Popola, basically.
Yeah. How much time did the guard lifts even save over just jumping on the stairs and back again?
It's like 1 second. And if you mess it up, you lose like 2 or 3.
I cannot believe it's that much time.
Well, it's like, if you don't, you have to do 2 double jumps if you don't, like, go up straight away from...
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
maybe,
it's like,
maybe.
It's probably almost a second, like, if anything.
Well, time is time.
Yes.
Always aiming to
You
go
want to
fast
guard
as
lift
possible.
whenever you can, because,
They're cool.
yeah, basically.
Flex, you're in the same guard lift. Consistency.
Oh, I messed one up.
Oh,
You see
no.
how much slower that is?
Oh, that is rough.
Yeah, like, the main problem about guard lifting is you have to have the right timing when you press the block button, which is your left trigger. And me, I have a occurring problem that I press the trigger too lightly, and then I think I pressed it, and then I follow up with it, and yeah, I mess it up.
Oh, one thing we should probably mention about guard lifts is that your stick has to be neutral.
Yeah,
so
you
if you're
cannot
still
be
moving
moving
forwards when you go for it, then it's just not going to work.
Yeah. So we've been given another quest, and we're getting like a lock-on prompt there because we didn't get it earlier. You're supposed to get it earlier, but you get the prompt regardless. We have a quest now to go and kill some shades, so the best way to kill these shades is to execute them, and you knock them down with a jumping heavy. And as soon as the attack connects, you dash. The other one's like in Narnia.
This is how we're gonna kill most of the large shades until we get Dark Blast.
Yeah.
Because executes do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's most commonly used on like armored shades and very early on.
Yeah, as you can see, this is some thrilling gameplay.
Yep.
Running to one place, then running back again.
We have to make a tally chart of how many times we go to Poplar in this run.
Oh my god.
Guys, we have to go to Poplar now.
Go talk to Yona, go talk to Poplar.
Yeah, there's like
It's full of fish.
some guard lifts lose you only like 1 or 2 seconds, but some guard lifts lose you a lot more time than that. Why am I messing them up all of a sudden?
They're very difficult.
Yeah, the
You have to
timing on them
practice
is not
for
easy.
hours just to get them to like a 30% consistency rate. There's no shame in missing guard lift.
For me, I usually get them. I get more early. Like yesterday in my practice run, I somehow didn't mess up a single guard lift until adult. Like,
What?
yeah, I don't know, dude. And then I got to adult. I got to adult, and then I couldn't do it anymore. Actually, sad. Okay, we're getting into the run now. Kinda. We have to go back to the library first. But after that, we go to the shrine.
Gotta wait for like 3 unskippable cutscenes on the gate first.
Yeah. I remember when I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out why, like you get locked after in like certain cutscenes, like your movement is locked, and then sometimes it just didn't lock me. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, the insane first try guard lift.
Well, we have something else that probably won't be first try very soon. Probably the most notorious skip in the entire run.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
All right.
But
you see this
yeah,
like
up
lock here?
Yeah, it's a cutscene to see an item. If you pick up the item, there's another cutscene.
Yeah. And
So
you can't move. It's like, look at this massive door in front of you. You have to go through it.
If they just changed the cutscenes together, so it just picked up the item for you, it'd be a bit more forgivable. But,
we're going straight into the RNG now, and I already okay. I got 2 drops.
Oh, damn, that's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait. Well, I'm on a bit of clay.
Yeah, that can happen
Play
if you go
the
behind
hole.
them. That happens like really often to me when they're like positioned in this way.
Oh, so yeah, clay is the I think it's the worst thing you can get from like a upgrade material drop.
Yeah. Like I could have got a silver ore, that would have been best. It's kind of like Monka if you don't get that many drops there, but I got something at least.
Yeah.
With that like previous cutscene, if you just walk into it, like NieR has a really long animation where you are basically just like he is walking extremely slowly towards the destination he needs to be for the cutscene to trigger all the dialogue. So in that instance, we just roll as soon as we load, and it puts us really close to the point that he needs to interact with.
Oh yeah,
Now I'm
there's
gonna mold.
copper, which is worse. Oh yeah. So shrine is where most of the skips are, and well, most of the cool ones anyway. In this one.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't class Infinite Height skips as cool skips. I mean, from a runner's perspective, I guess.
We'll get to Infinite Height when we get to Infinite Height. But for now,
Oh my.
normally what you'd have to do is there's Okay. Never missed a guard left. It's fine. Okay. Can you stop messing up guard lefts? That's completely unnecessary, by the way. You can very easily just go slightly to the side and guard left and always get up.
Oh.
And,
My god, that's not great
so,
right now.
there's normally 2 different puzzle and combat sections here that you do, but you can clip through the back of this ladder because it's such a thin wall with the third attack on your aerial R1 combo, and it skips 2 of them. But you still have to do the third one.
Bad.
Very sad. Oh nice, you knocked them all down.
Yeah, it's really hard to get all the executions off if they're really far away though.
No. That's my favourite room.
Yeah, if you stand on the block on the right there, it's possible that they can both run at you and you can do your slam from there and you can knock them both down from like a high elevation. But yeah, sadly for me, they never actually run at me. Maybe I can actually do godless properly. It's like a curse with shrine though, to be honest. I either get them or I don't, like when I'm at shrine. One time, when I was running like around this part here, I actually voided by accident and I lost a bunch of time. Because of that double jump prompt, like it can throw off your timing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We have another like semi-skip coming up here as well. Oh, I got it first try. Basically, we're skipping like the entire last segment there, basically. Of shrine.
Same.
What is it with these
There is
things?
like a bunch of stuff that you have to do, moving.
Yeah, move a box and
Yeah.
go up
Give
some
my
ladders.
sister back!
It's all a bit unnecessary if you ask me.
We're gonna smash this open and we're gonna get the powerhouse of the run, basically. And the best character in the series, in my opinion.
So how do we save Yona?
Once I destroy these shades, the magic barrier preventing your passage will simply
I'm trying to think of someone better, but mine is drawing a
You can really do that?
I'm
Yeah.
so someone in chat will
I
dispute
am
that.
Grimoire Vice. My very name
Incorrectly.
brings kingdoms to their knees.
So
Then do
what
it
we're
already,
basically
Vice.
doing here is we're knocking all of the shades as low as possible. Because once the dialogue hits a certain point,
Keep coming.
we have to kill them, kill a certain amount of them, so we can trigger the story to continue, like the next cutscene. So we get them as low as possible, so we can just finish them off in one hit, and then we can immediately go to the next part of the fight. Because there's a boss fight coming up. We go to this corner to collect them in
Oh dear.
like one area as much as possible. It's not looking great though.
Escape me.
Are you for real?
Okay, we got it.
Very nice.
So
And
Did
now they
you
just
just suck
melt.
the blood out of
Yeah.
those things?
there's waves here until the dialogue hits a certain point. So for convenience sake, I just leave one mob alive and kill him once I see the dialogue. To go to the next part of the fight, basically.
You alright, Vice? Hang in there.
It would seem I can regain my powers by defeating these
Because
monsters.
like before, I just used to continually like mash for waves and waves, and I realized you can just kill them
Magic?
as soon as it says this line.
Indeed.
So
This is the true power of Grimoire Vice.
now we have a
Hold
boss
on,
fight.
Yona. I'm coming. Is that all of them?
This is a
It
good boss
seems our
fight.
task is
Yep.
going to be more difficult than I first envisioned. Look how these foolish creatures charge heedlessly into battle. It's Still, dealing with both of them at once may prove to be a daunting task.
Oh, he got destroyed.
Defensive barrier.
That sounds bad.
Enemies with such barriers are impervious to both weapons
I basically,
and magic.
Like I said,
with how I do them now anyway, is that if you hit both of them at the same time, then you're doing like much more additional damage to both of them. And if you get one of them low enough, oh, I didn't get it. Then. Yeah. So once you get one of them low enough, it will go into a shield form, and you can't hit it. They basically alternate. But if you hit them both at the same time, then you can force their shield mode like in a higher, like, or a faster fashion, I suppose. Oh man. I usually knock him down before he hits me, but
Focus on the small ones first.
depends on how fast I'm mashing, because my mashing is like not always consistent.
Yeah.
Yona!
But like
It's
every
all
time
around
you see a
mashing.
bullet, I'm pressing my right bumper, so yeah. That was the first boss fight. That wasn't too bad. The first phase was pretty good because I managed to distribute damage quite equally between the bosses, and one of them got staggered as well, so it immediately pushed the other one into leaving shield form, and then put him in shield form, and then I managed to elevate the phase with that. Now we get into the good stuff, which is the entirety of this game. We're just picking up jobs here, basically. We need those for layer points in the game. Like, we're looking for magic, magic and strength buffs, because they are basically giving us double damage almost. So, yeah, you get a bunch of free ones when going through your house quite a few times. And they cost 500 gold each, so it's gold efficient to pick those up.
Something the matter.
The buffs are pretty
I
strong.
was just thinking.
Yeah, they're like insane, especially at endgame.
It is embarrassing how long it took me to realize you can only have one active at once.
A lot of people didn't know about it though.
It's just not conveyed anywhere in the game. You just have to look at your damage.
God, we didn't.
Yeah,
add,
there's a lot of stuff we didn't find out about until Mash came in and was like, yeah, we found this out in Gestalt. You should probably know about it.
Yeah.
Like hitting the magic orbs to regen more magic. Also
I
useful.
must say that
Maybe
Swarm of the
less and
Ancients
easier than
is
it's
a
in
rather
normal.
catchy number. I can see why the
So we have
bards kept it
a
alive through the
short
eons.
skip here. It basically
Yeah, it's a real
saves
toe
a
tapper.
slight amount of time when entering the village. Doing a guard lift to get up to this elevated point of the village, and we can get straight to the quest giver for the boar quest here.
It saves a lot more time later, and you need to go to the ferryman.
Yes.
Listen,
we-
I'm sorry, I thought y'all were smart. Man, that the insane toxicity from the OG Gestalt community has just been really depressing.
We're just doing a bunch of stuff here. We spoke to Popula. Oh no, it's Deviler, right? It's Deviler twice in the inn because later on in the game we get prompted to basically speak to her twice. So we just do it now rather than later while we're crossing through the village. And we also picked up the green leaf sword as well, which is a really strong early game weapon, which is why we've been collecting like those small amounts of money here and there.
You can save Yona, Vice. Heck, maybe you can save the whole world.
Can I, though? I wonder.
I guess I won't use you for
And as you
kindling
can see, we're
after.
just
You really should
Yeah,
treat our
we're enjoying
magical
this
beings
type of movement until we get a boar basically, and then we go fast. But
yes, the ball drifting.
I don't even drift anymore. Oh my god, how did that happen? I'm just going straight, and my character's like, nah, I'm gonna hit this guy now.
He's catching up.
Now we have another horrible skip that I'm not very good at. It's not horrible, I'm just bad at it.
Cool though.
It is really cool, yeah.
But yeah, on this sort of path here, there's a lot of potential for item spawns that can give us a lot of money.
Yeah. Most commonly,
meteorite and
I want
is
to
it
interject
multivite?
here and clear something up.
Oh my
Okay?
god.
I literally thought that was common knowledge about the orbs regenning mana. I am completely sorry to
Matt.
everybody.
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you for telling us. Eventually.
Dude, I thought I had like some stream open and someone got auto-hosted. Okay, nice.
Yeah, so here he's
Is
gonna
anyone
jump
even
around
here?
all these things just because he doesn't like walking.
Oh, that's really monkad.
Oh my god.
What Jeff really means is that Cardinal's doing that to avoid triggers so that he has a set respawn to the beginning of the area.
Yes.
I was
And
gonna
also avoids the cutscene locking where it would make him look at the chief's house.
Well, I was gonna save the explanation for once he's done it, but you just spoiled the surprise now.
It would appear
You're welcome.
there are no
It's not gonna
got
be
it,
as
sorry.
cool when he spawns back at the start.
Verses would never
Sounds
be
still
found.
Oh my
useful.
god, he spawned back at the
Yeah.
start.
Let's go talk to Pokemon
It all
and figure
makes
out a new
sense
plan.
now. The shock from the crowd.
I still think
More
it was
close.
really funny that you guys thought it
Hands
was
off
some
the
weird
fly.
like glitch that mana was recharging, and then I'm like, no, that's
Well, we
completely
didn't think it
intended.
was a glitch. We just didn't notice that it was happening.
Did we get her?
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah, so you
Probably would have been
gotta,
helpful if that was in a guide or something.
Oh
By
my
my petty
Oh
pages,
my
the girl
pass.
wields magic.
Pass. I'm just gonna do that.
Anyways, that's it for the
Oh,
mission.
well,
That's not how that fight's supposed to go, but she gave me some really bad, like, pattern,
yeah,
attack
that's
patterns
the
there.
thing.
What the heck is going
She
on?
normally does like either a melee attack you can parry or a magic attack into a melee attack you can parry, and then she just dies. But
Move back until we have a chance
in this
to
instance, kind of seems to have not done.
He's mine.
Yeah, she has range attacks. This boss in particular, Hook,
focus of her anger.
you basically are just using DB. Like, DB is, we're gonna refer Dark Blast as DB. So
These guys shades too?
you basically are just mashing the button for like 1 minute straight until it dies. Because it's the strongest thing to use here.
I didn't know shades could get
Yeah,
that
so what went wrong in the Kaine fight is that we were supposed to get a certain, like, she's supposed to use one of her regular attacks and she happened to use both of her range skills. We're basically timing a block with her attack to parry her and we can basically one-shot her. But sadly enough I didn't get
feel
it
bad for
because I
treating
got
her like one of those things.
the most unfortunate pattern I've ever
We
had, I
have to help
think.
her.
But, you
That
know,
is ridiculous.
it do be like that.
True marathon RNG.
Yeah, legit.
Nothing goes. Well, I mean, you got Airy Void,
Oh,
so
Yeah,
that was cool.
I got
A
Ladder Clip and Airy
half-human
Void.
and a giant shade.
Ladder Clip was only 2
Yeah,
tries.
She's kind of pretty,
all the cool
but
stuff.
she's really intense.
Yeah. Funny that would stay the same throughout the rest of the run.
Right, now we're going to do a bit of animal cruelty.
Yeah, we're gonna kill this boar because we need him to go fast.
Hey, it's a wild boar.
Have you the skill to hunt one
We're
of those
basically
down?
hitting him and
I
letting
don't
him
know.
charge
They look pretty
so
strong.
we can line him up with the bridge. Oh, not bad.
This is impossible.
Yeah, you can interrupt the charges with Dark Lance. So every time the board goes for a charge, Cardinal's gonna
Oh
Dark
my god.
Lance him to interrupt. Yeah, the shades were annoying.
Yeah, they can either just like not touch you or they can just touch you.
There must be a sealed verse inside that enormous shade. I'm certain of it.
Maybe. But there's no way we can take
But
that
yeah,
thing on now. I need to get stronger.
like what we were basically doing there, we had a strength buff from the house earlier, and killing this thing without it is pretty difficult, to be honest. Well, it's not difficult, it's just very slow. So normally you wouldn't be killing it at this point in the game. So we're just using the strength buff and yeah, taking it out early so we can use it. It's basically a mount. It's a quest that we have. We picked it up when we were in the village, and we'll be able to turn it in on the next segment, basically. And this just means that every time we're in large areas of land, we can use the ball to traverse the areas fast. It's like exponentially faster than like without the ball by minutes. So mandatory that you get it as fast as possible, basically. Oh, should have done a matrix jump. I'll do one later.
Yeah, matrix jump is a thing.
I just realized I went the wrong way. Oh my god. I was no-braining. I'm just gonna do things.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
It's alright, I'll just do things the other way around. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's faster to go to Junkie first.
I guess there are
I didn't turn in the
spirits
quest
there?
though. Oh my god.
It's full of old scrap and other weird stuff that no one
This is
understands.
really
To
bad,
get there,
actually.
we have to
This
cross
is like
the
one
iron
thing I
bridge
didn't
to
want to
Morpheus.
do.
Popola says
Like
these
every
huge
time
crates
you go
used
to
cross
the
that bridge all
Popola
the
so many
time
times in a
and
run that your brain just automatically thinks that you're always going there. Well, we lost like a bunch of time, but
wise back then.
it shouldn't be too bad.
If they were so smart, why did
There's
we
a
end up
poll
like this?
currently going for who do you love more, Brother NieR or Papa NieR?
Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that, to be honest.
Gotta
reset this.
just relax. I'm sure we can reset in this marathon. 30 minutes in, no one's gonna mind.
I mean, I can probably try to do it, but like, we don't have most of the items we need to kill this next boss, so it's a little bit rip. But
I mean, you can still do the one cycle in the head.
Do you not fear these shades?
I guess. You
oh
don't
yeah,
have to strength
I
it,
can
so.
still I can
I'd be
still do one
stupid
cycle.
not
Yeah.
to. But I have to save Yona, no matter what.
Hands is just gonna be a bit longer, but otherwise it
Then I
should be
won't try
basically
to
the same.
stop you.
You're a pretty good listener for such an old time.
Yeah, basically what went wrong is that
I should be offended.
yeah, I spoke to the wrong person. You have the option to speak between like two people there, and I was supposed to go to a different area first, but I spoke to the wrong person because my brain like resets to like constantly going to Popola rather than Yona's house.
Yeah, if you go to Popola, she sends you to the Junkie. If you go to Popola, she's ill, and that sends you to Seafront. So you have the option to do them in either order. And you normally want to do Seafront first, because you can buy buffs at Seafront, which make killing things in Junkie slightly faster. But it's not a huge...
It's not a huge save, actually, yeah. I mean, I've never done a run on this route before, but it will go back to normal after.
I did once because I clocked out to Popola.
Yeah, it's such a common mistake, actually.
It is.
Because you go there so many times, like, you just don't think about going elsewhere, and, like, you do get the option to select where you're gonna go, to put your quest tracker, like, on your house, so you know where you're going, but you don't need to choose between them.
Yeah, and there is a skip you would normally do in Seafront that breaks your quest tracker,
And I bet
so you don't even look at it for most of the run.
Yeah. It should be fine, actually, to be honest. I don't think I'll lose like a minute or something. We're gonna use the tallest, the strongest ability we have.
Suitable work for children.
They both look
Dark
so
Blast
sweet,
OP.
too.
I'm certain the elder has been
The
given
enemies
his
in
share of their
Junkeep have a
food.
100% chance to drop an item.
Yeah.
So killing them is a very efficient way to get items which you can sell for money. And do you want money to buy a weapon which does more damage than the current weapon? and more damage is faster because enemies die quicker. It's just simple maths. Oh yeah, shout out to Mash. He found a really dumb camera glitch in the section. It's absolutely useless.
We're just gonna kill these things as fast as possible and get as many drops as possible because RNG is big important.
You really want for Beast Bane, which is the weapon we get.
That
Yeah.
should do it.
Because it not only does like twice as much damage as the Leaf Sword, it also gives you 40% magic
Yeah, it's
damage.
I wish you could just warp back to the
And
client
since
after you
Dark
get their
Blast is
stuff.
our main source of damage,
Yeah, it's
that's
apparently a kind of
like
magic
a lot
that
more
can zap you to
damage.
faraway places in an instant.
Ah, that one. Well, I would stay away from such devilry were I you, lad.
So yeah,
Because all
the two
sages who
important
attempt to
things
send
about
spells
like
reduce
this run in
to
terms of
mincemeat
gear
when they
is the
stop
Phoenix Spear
obstacles in their path.
and Beast Bane. So like
Wow.
for the
Alright
fastest
then,
times,
walking it
you
is.
need both of those weapons, and like money is a very important factor when getting these weapons because they're both
And-
like very expensive.
yeah, this is one of among multiple reasons why this game absolutely stinks for speedrun.
Yeah,
Because of
like
The
RNG.
ridiculous amount of RNG.
Yeah, you can have like a variation of having like I don't know 50,000 gold or an average of like 30k. And
Yeah, I had one run where I had like 50,000
yeah,
after Junkie 2.
it's weird, right? Because in my sub 3 run, I only had I got like 32,000. It was like very minimal, but I just got lucky with like other things in the run that let me get a good time. Because I got like a bunch of capsules and magic drops, so it didn't matter that I was like had no money basically.
All right. He said their mom would be somewhere deep inside the mountain, right?
Basically,
If I may ask, what is it
yeah,
that possesses
these
you to meddle in the affairs of
these two
children?
brothers here have their mother
Yona
that's
and
gone
I
missing
both
in the
know
junk
what it
heap,
feels
and
like to
we are
miss
gonna
her.
go and look, see if we can find her. So again, we kill as much as things as possible on the way to like this next spot here because yeah, we need money. So
But Black Pearl's up 30k.
yeah, it's not 30k.
Like
Meteorite is
1.6.
only 5,000.
Yeah. I think the best thing in the game is Fluorite, which is 6,000.
Damascus Steel is
Oh, okay.
yeah 6,500, 400.
Insane money.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see, this is also a very strong, like, thing going on with this area in terms of RNG, because this bomb that's spawning here, it can spawn at, like, different intervals, basically, and it can take up to, like, 15 seconds to spawn sometimes, and the turret as well. So, you have to kill the turret to spawn the bomb to break the barricade. So, yeah, RNG is pretty important there.
RNG.
Yep. This minecart is like fixed to our movement, so provided we are moving or running fast, we will always be. The minecart will always be moving fast. So.
Kinda crazy that they took this one really awful minecart section from Replicant, shoved a bunch of them into Automata.
We love auto scrollers and bullet hells. Yeah. Ah, right, yeah. That's a good point, Zerberus, actually. So if we hold down Dark Blast, or any spell in particular, if we are charging it and we're not performing any other actions, the game slows down, so we lose a bunch of time from that. So, conveniently enough, that's why mashing DB is, like, not losing any time to holding it, basically. It's much better.
It all comes down to mashing in
Can't
the end.
possibly believe that
Yes.
mother managed to fight her way down here. Or, for that matter, that she has been collecting scrap metal.
We destroy these and the turrets in a certain order, because obviously the turrets are tied to bomb spawns. So we always kill the back one
She's
first,
alive.
because if the close one to the barricade
Miracles don't
takes too
happen
long
if
to
you don't
spawn,
believe in
then
them, okay?
we'll end up be waiting here for like 10 seconds for it to spawn. Because we have to destroy 2 barricades here, so...
My favourite meme is when one of the enemies destroys one of the bombs after it's spawned. Wait for it to spawn
Really?
again. Yeah.
Damn.
It doesn't happen on easy as much because you dispatch of them so quickly, but on normal that can happen.
Now we are fighting our next boss. This is
It's
Geppetto.
malfunctioning.
Yeah, this might be a problem.
Damage is not
It's that
actually
one boss from that one Zelda game that people talk about. Yeah, what you're supposed to do is hit these hands with magic.
Be aware of your surroundings.
We don't like doing that, so we're just gonna jump over to the hands and whack them with our sword.
Normally,
also use mana.
normally we would have a strength buff here, but we didn't have one because we like took the wrong route basically. So we would have killed that like significantly faster if we actually had been on the right route with the right buffs.
That's one of the many cool things we can do in the Geppetto fight. What the heck? Brother NieR won the NieR poll?
This thing's got all kinds of moves.
That's some stuff, that is. With great injustice.
Oh, unlucky. That one turret is... Oh, there's still one left. Holy crap.
Now all that remains is that
Oh well.
oversized
It gives us more time to do this. You want to take them out as fast as possible, but not too fast because, yeah, we need the right bomb positions here for this, like, we're gonna, like, kill this boss as fast as possible.
There is a potential
Nice.
one side where it's kind of tight.
It's
So
working.
yeah, it starts off by throwing the bomb and not forcing the boss to
Oh, we
close
got
his
it.
mouth while doing damage. Then you get the normal bomb, and then you kind of throw a bomb into his mouth in the recovery animation, and it'll blow up later and kill him while his mouth is closed. It's it's so stupid.
It's pretty hard
I
to
just
aim.
those 2 bombs. It is a lot harder than it looks. OneCardinal is just insanely good at this video game.
It goes wrong route on first time showcase.
Insanely good at this video game.
It's not too bad
Literally
actually.
the best player in the world. Because no one else wants to run this awful trash game.
I think we only lost about a minute actually because of that wrong route. It may not even be that much because it's literally just like the time from not one cycling the hand and getting the board quest. We'll save time from getting the board quest anyway, like when we go to Seafront now.
Yeah. You're gonna lose far more time when you fail Pharaoh Scale.
Wonka. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about like a few different skips throughout the run that are like much later on, that are basically like the hardest in the run.
I'm worried about
And
Yona.
yeah,
Let's go back.
they're all
They exist.
skips based on time basically. If you don't do them like with an X amount of time, you lose. So yeah, we'll talk about those later though.
Yeah. Seafront is an area. We like Seafront, don't we?
Yeah, I don't find it too bad.
It's just a lot of nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of the break in the run really, besides some Lighthouse skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now I have to go to Yona's house. Okay. Almost went in there. I shouldn't have done that. I've never been on this route before, so I don't actually know where I was going, to be honest. But now we are back on track with what I know what to do. So we're going to pick these up because they're important drops. She's in pain, so much like every other part of this run, she's always in pain. And we have to go and do something to make her feel better.
Let's see if...
Can't say much because it's story related, but we're skipping all of that.
You have to go and get a fish called the shaman fish from the seafront. And the salmon fish is apparently the fish equivalent of paracetamol. So
true. Yeah.
Just gotta go and fish up some fish acetamol from the seafront and bring it back to Yona.
So this is what we should have been doing first time, right, before we went to the junk heap. We should have gone to Yona, then gone to Popola, and then gone to Seafront, and then came back from Seafront, and then speak to Popola, and then go to junk heap. But yeah, we're doing things the other way around. Because I'm not very good at this game. Normally we would be turning in ball quest here, but because I picked it up earlier, we don't need to. We're gonna pick this up because she basically gives us a shopping list. We buy.
I don't think these trips are inane. Yona and I
we buy the things that she needs, and she trades in money for us, basically.
Everyone has it tough.
And we like money.
Yeah, she gives us a lot in return for what we buy from her. As well, so.
Yeah, sometimes you can interact with the wrong NPC.
Yeah, the cursor is very Pepega sometimes as well. So sometimes it just hovers over things that you don't want it to, and then you interact with people, and then they have to turn around.
Damn shades, go away! That villager is under attack.
No, that's a mashing.
Oh my god, he's like right underneath the tree. Oh, nice. Got a strength drop from one of the mobs.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
And some insane ivy. How much does the ivy sell for?
Like 100.
Oh.
That's not great. I need to do some quick maths actually, because now we have an extra strength buff. I need to take one away. And because we won't be using that other strength buff, we only need to buy 4 strength buffs and 8 magic buffs. I know that I missed buying there. I'm gonna buy on the way out.
I always forget to buy on the way out.
Yeah, that's usually why I do it on the way in, but as long as you do it like one way, it's fine.
I'll remind you on the way out.
Yeah. Okay. The only reason why I skipped it is because the child isn't there that blocks you from being able to interact with it from the other side. Nice. Great drop. Not really. We're gonna fish now, because we need the shaman fish to stop Yona from dying.
Yeah, the seafront drops are either pearls, which sell for a lot, or not pearls, which sell for tuppence.
Nice. We got the fast catch.
Very nice.
So basically, when you're fishing, that bar down the bottom, you steer the thumbstick away from the fish, and it makes the meter go down. And once the bar becomes dark blue, if you press X or A, you have a chance of catching the fish, a high chance of catching the fish earlier. So it's mostly consistent, like 90%. So I did that there, saved a really small amount of time. No matrix drop. So now we have to. I'm gonna buy here, so I don't forget. Here. I'm gonna buy 3 tulip seeds because that's what That's what the quest giver at the village needed. Now we have another skip coming up. Kind of monka.
Yeah, you have to get a lot of height to get over here. Normally there you'd get a cutscene that you can't skip that
Yeah, it's
sort of
quite a long
shows you the
cutscene.
lighthouse. It's
Yeah.
just a really slow camera pan to the lighthouse, and the characters are like, I wonder if the lighthouse lady's in the lighthouse. And then so,
Yeah, we have
So
a
it's
bird's
awful.
eye view of the lighthouse from a far distance, and it's like 20 seconds. Probably not that much, probably like 15.
but we can just
Okay.
not watch that. Again,
Yeah, we're going to turn in the quest to her, which is basically for her to deliver mail to the postman. And conveniently enough, Popola also needed to deliver something, so we did both of those. And now we're turning in the quest for that 1k gold, because we need that for later on. And the recovery potion on the roof, or on the highest floor of the lighthouse, also sells for 1,000 gold. So,
Yeah. Remember to do your buys on the way out.
yeah.
Just reminding you. So I do that. But the cutscene trigger's still there, so we actually
Yep.
have to do the same movement on the way back. Otherwise, we just get it later, and then it's really bad.
We got.
We have a lot of gold.
Ah, that's a lot of money. Did you just sell the shaman fish?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's hope not.
I don't even know what happens if you sell it.
You have to
I don't
go
want to know.
fish for another one.
Oh no.
We'll ride the ball back and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
As you can see, ball riding is a lot faster for getting through these areas.
So here we're drown warping. If you drown, it basically puts you on the other side of the village, so we can go to the other side much faster. It saves, I don't know the specific amount of time it saves, but it saves a fair amount.
Yeah.
Despite the fact you move so quickly, it doesn't actually save much time because of how long the
You must
post-drown
be more
animation
careful.
is. Something
There's
like 4
also a
seconds.
chance you can get stuck in this like gap between the rocks here, and you just can't jump, and that just happened.
I did not know about that. That's a rough one. Alright.
Okay, we didn't sell it. Good stuff.
Oh, perfect. I was just getting worried for nothing.
Yeah. Because I've never had that much to sell there, so... Because I had all of the stuff from Junk Heap as well to sell. And I never sell there, so... I sell, like, only the small amount of inventory that I usually have there, but it was much larger. So yeah, basically, because we skipped the lighthouse cutscene, the game thinks that we need to see it to progress the story. So the cutscene is broken, like, or not the quest, like, tracker is broken. I don't know what's up with my cards. Like, not working. I'm still adjusting to a new controller as well, so.
Blame the vaccine fatigue.
App. Yeah, we're gonna see the vaccine fatigue later in the run.
Yeah. Every mistake's just vaccine fatigue.
Am I lost?
But
No, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going.
isn't it? Back to the area.
Oh my god, I didn't think about it.
too.
Oh, it's Hook. My god, like my brain is on like a different page, dude. Jesus Christ.
No splits to look at to remind you where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well.
Like, because the quest tracker is broken, we can't look at the map and know where we need to go. Like, we need to do it based on, like, muscle memory, and I haven't... It's been a while since I've done this run, actually. It's fine. We have another boss that we're just gonna mash on, basically.
Yep. Just another point of this run, you have to mash.
Yep.
It's all mashing.
Shades,
The hell are you doing here?
we thought you could use a hand.
Yes, and I do believe a heartfelt thank you is in order,
Yeah, that's not happening.
That wasn't too
Could
bad.
have caused these shades to appear in such
That was pretty good.
force.
Weirdly enough, the
I don't
shades
know,
in the tunnel
but they're all
sometimes
over the
don't
village,
spawn,
too.
and it happened this time
Then
as
we
well,
need to go
so...
help. We might be
Stops
able
me
to
from
find the servers
losing
while
my
we're at
dash.
Nice. Some good RNG.
Keep your guard raised.
We mash here, basically. And based on how good your DB is, you will be saving like a lot more time. Like based on how fast you're mashing it. We're not doing any void outs this time because we don't need to. So
You're always going through in one direction, so it's never
Not the
fast to be able to
friendliest town in the
walk
world, is it?
backwards.
yeah, these shades can be very nasty as well.
Don't you dare call yourself human. Get out! Get out of our village!
What is wrong with you people?
Nice.
She's trying to help you.
Don't defend.
Why are
This is
these
the power
people
of
saying such horrible
Mashing
things?
really quickly.
Yeah, that was really fast actually. Yeah, I'm basically mashing with like 2 individual fingers on 2 different buttons so I can achieve the highest damage. Just basically heavying and doing DB at the same time, which is quite awkward. It's quite painful sometimes as well, but I got kind of used to it, so
We should join her.
it's a really handy tool to have in this run actually. For some bosses it's better to just outright like DB mash only.
Like which ones?
It can escape us no longer.
Nice. We stand in that corner to bait out this this move here that he's doing with the orbs. Just so we can stand further back.
My grandmother would never say that. She'd never tell me to give up on life. Never. I've spent my entire life searching for a way to avenge her death. She gave me the strength
I
to
intentionally
deal
get
with
her ult
this
here so I
goddamn
can reset the
mutant
boss's position.
body. Do you know how long I've been like this? How much I loathe myself?
Now.
I'm on it.
This boss is a lot faster on easy.
Yeah. It's also crazy how fast it is compared to
I think she
using
intends to
strength buffs
perish
over
where
magic
she
buffs.
lies. And in truth, perhaps death is the
Yeah.
greatest comfort we can offer her.
That's not your decision. You don't get to decide who lives
Yeah,
and
so
who dies.
every time you void on the
She's
boss,
alive.
it will reset the
She has
boss's
meaning
position.
and worth.
And because
We're
we're the
going to
furthest
save
from the
her.
boss,
Everyone has something to
he
live
does
for.
the
Even
attack that we
Kaine.
want, basically, which is the long-ranged orb attack,
Perhaps you should save
which
your
just lets
pretty
us hit
words for
him
her
for like
instead of wasting
large
them
amounts of
on
time.
me.
I was a bit worried you weren't going to be able to skip that cutscene for a second there.
Same. Same. That happened yesterday.
Would have had to do an impromptu category change.
I was using a save file, and somehow it had a ending E like loaded into it.
Okay.
The one from the cutscene, like I was experimenting with the cutscene at CFun. Yeah.
If you haven't played this game yet and don't know what ending
How
E
does
is,
one
just
reach
ignore
the
everything we
desert?
just said.
We
Yeah.
need to head back to the village.
Doesn't
then
mean
leave by
anything.
the east gate.
I imagine a tome such as myself will find an arid desert climate quite delightful.
Now we have to go to the desert because Kaine's joined the crew, and yeah, for some reason we have to. I don't know how I crashed on that corner. What the hell?
Kind of just says, "Oh," and that is some wanky collision.
I almost got it
Yeah,
actually.
Kind of says apparently the desert people might have cured the thing, and we go and see if they have. Spoiler alert: they have.
Yeah. So now we go to the desert, and yeah, I start sweating because this.
It's hot in the desert.
Yeah, there's not nice things in
Spoiling.
the desert. I don't like the desert.
The desert is like the worst. The next 3 splits are all absolutely awful. Which is why it'd be brilliant if there was a category where we could skip all of them, but unfortunately
my
no
God.
such skip exists.
I just randomly find berries and sand. Yeah, okay.
Hey, you got some clay at least.
Yeah.
But no,
So,
the
what's facade like?
the desert's bad because you've got no
Strange.
bore, so you've got to do all your movement manually. There's
Stranger
one
than a
really
boorish
long, really
young
frustrating
woman who battles
skip.
monsters in her
And then you've got the
undergarments.
temple, which is
Let's go.
frustrating at times, to say the least.
Wolves.
Followed by probably the
Look out.
spawning boss in the first half of this run. So yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride, guys.
I'm killing these wolves because
Wait,
yeah, the RNG can be
That one appears to be the
really
pack
bad.
leader.
So I think that's a good drop actually. I think that's 1k. You have a body despawn, so. But yeah, like money is really important at this part in the run. If I don't get this next weapon by a certain point in the run, then it's basically GG's, to be honest. So I killed those wolves to make sure I could get some potential possible better drops to get more money.
Yeah. Oh, this is my favourite part of the run.
Same. Same.
Walking from one side of facade to the other. It's good fun.
Yeah, so we have to go and see the king of this town, Prince.
I'm
So
covered in
we're gonna
sand.
do that.
Take care before all your health is lost.
And the fastest way to go and see him is just to drown in the sand, and then the
You should all guard left.
No.
I
the
could have just walked along the sand boat there. Sorry, funny.
yeah, I always do it then. Yeah, the reason why we drown is because it's faster to drown. So we spawn in the middle of the town rather than running from one point of the town to the other side. And now we're going to have a very fun part where basically we get a big tour of this town, and it's very wonderful. And
We love Farah. Farah doesn't move slowly at all.
yeah, she's really fast, and whenever she gets to things, she has to turn around to face towards you every time. And she does it really fast as well, as you can see here.
We love waiting for Farah.
We're going to stand in these specific spots, so when she doesn't take 90 years to turn around to look at you, you can just turn around and talk to her so she doesn't have to turn. Because it literally is wasting like 2 seconds sometimes based on like what direction you interact with her from.
Insane optimization.
Oh, sad. So we get an offer to skip the tour, and I would love to do that. Because I do not want to see the tour. I do not want to go around the whole town and look at all the festivities
not even
that the
gonna-
town has.
Not even going to show it off for the marathon viewers SMH. It's the content people are tuning into. ARPGME for.
Go down on like a sand roller coaster that goes incredibly slow. Oh wow.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see if I have enough of respawn here. I believe I should. Maybe. No, I don't. I'll have enough though. I only need 3k. Yeah, the hide was 1k a day, so... And we get a bunch of money between the next few segments anyway. If there's a drop
Why'd they
for
make a
Pharaoh
bunch
skip,
of
then
rules
I'll
that
pick it up
contradict
as
each
well.
other?
And we have the one of the worst skips coming up.
Vera skip.
Yep.
I mean, Vera skip's bad, but following Vera through the sandstorm is much worse.
Yes.
So,
This skip is not very fun. It's one of the hardest in the game, for sure. It saves a ridiculous amount.
should I explain infinite height, or do you want to?
You can do that. I'm gonna,
Alright.
I'm gonna do this.
So, there's actually an incredibly overpowered glitch in this game called infinite height. And the reason you haven't seen Cardinal use it until now is because it sucks. It's really slow. Essentially, in your aerial moveset, you have a double jump, a dash, a series of light attacks, and heavy attacks. And unlike every other thing in that moveset, you can do the heavy attacks between all the other ones, as long as you aren't in the middle of that animation. But there's a glitch where you can go into the Grimoire Weiss menu and swap weapon, and it'll reset you to a neutral position, allowing you to heavy attack. And since the heavy attacks give you a little bit of height, you can chain them constantly after each other using the menu to very slowly go up to like literally any height you want to, which is why we call it infinite height. And you can save your light attacks, double jump and dash and stuff for after you've done it. So oftentimes you'll get a lot of height and then use your light attacks for horizontal movement. At this point, Cardinal's doing what's called hovering, which is dropping a little bit between his heavies so that you can get some horizontal movement.
Wow, first try.
Easy. Ah, that's flawless first, yeah.
Yeah, so...
because-
Oh, yeah. You go.
Because the heavy attacks do try and take you downwards, if you don't cancel them fast enough with the menu, you do just plummet to the floor. So it is quite a stressful skip to do.
Yeah, so if
The
you...
timing-
yeah, if you don't pause, like, as soon as you heavy, then your character is basically going to go straight to the ground. And you have to reset that entire, like, height segment again. It's very annoying. You lose insane amounts of time from messing it up, but you gain, like, really nice
Yeah,
amount of time
normally-
save.
Normally you'd have to walk through that entire area at the speed of Vera,
Yeah.
with while also having intermissions to dispose of walls. So doing it this way saves you a lot of time.
We have more infinite height
What was
coming
that
up here.
supposed to mean?
Oh yeah, this is cool.
Oh, I've named this one.
Yeah, so the gimmick behind this area is that in each room there's different actions you're not allowed to use. So in this room you're not allowed to jump, but infinite heighting does not count as jumping, so you can just break the box at the end of the
What this
room.
prince is like.
The man
From
is
the other
tasked
side.
to protect his people, and yet he's
Yeah,
made
what
them
we're doing there
toil to save
basically,
them. I
if
think
you,
that tells us everything
when you
we
roll
need
and
to
do a
know.
heavy, you're gaining a very small amount of height, right? So if you roll immediately after you do it,
That he is an incompetent
you can do an aerial heavy attack, and because we're doing an aerial heavy attack, we can do
Did
infinite
I
height
just
from
hear
that.
someone?
So without jumping, we can clear the room, technically from jumping, doing a move that's from jumping. Yeah, so this whole segment is basically going to be about rooms or chambers that have rules, and you have to complete the room without breaking the rules.
Well, that was unusual.
Come on, we have to help him.
Or we can simply
Also,
pretend we didn't see
in the
him
first chamber
instead.
there, I used infinite height to get up on top of that like cube, and from the cube, I broke the red cube out off screen using DB, because DB travels always in a straight line based on the player direction. Also, these monsters here, they're not supposed to be here. When you do through a skip, for some reason, these monsters just appear here. These are Act 2 monsters only, and for some reason they just appear here. So they make things very inconvenient for you sometimes, especially in that segment I just went past. The bats can sometimes just hit you. This room here, you cannot move in this room. You can only move while jumping. So we double jump and we move after we input.
Is it faster to go along the side than through the middle?
Yeah, I mean, if you go for the middle, there's a good chance you're gonna get hit.
You can, if you do a heavy attack as you're landing, it closes.
Yeah, that does end up being slower. I did try that. Yeah, lights as well, because the recovery frames are a lot lower, so you end up being more airtime than you need to be. Yeah, this chamber is just roll and break it. On my casual playthrough, I just pushed all of these blocks forwards. Yeah, that probably also works like this as well. It would be like a very minuscule amount of time saved there. But at some point we need to time like everything in terms of like all of these things. Because
we don't want to do that.
yeah, it's not very easy to time these segments, because every time you need to re-enter this area, you need to do first skip over and over again. Right? I mean, you can just use like tools to get over first skip faster, but every time you clear one of these segments, there's like no save point in this temple, so besides from at the end, and that's after you've cleared everything. In that room just there, we were not allowed to dash, so we just jump across the blocks and get to our destination. In this room, we have to use magic to destroy these cubes.
This madcap barrage of rules shows no signs of
There's lots of
slowing.
them.
Easy, Vice. We need quiet or we're gonna mess this up again.
Yeah, OneCardinal knows where they all are. The fastest way to play them all out.
I wonder what drove them.
Sadly, the shades can make things very unfortunate for you. My first few were pretty good though, but yeah, a lot of my shots were getting blocked.
Yeah, that's what it's well.
It's really awkward to aim and mash DB as well, by the way, because I use my index finger to tap my right bumper, and that means I cannot put my thumb on my thumbstick, so I have to use my left hand to move my thumbstick and aim, so it's pretty awkward. Maybe we will drown here because of the bats, who knows. Oh. Okay, nice.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, sometimes they've actually just hit me out of the air and I've been super close to drowning. Normally here, we would have Beastbane, so we will be killing this boss slightly slower. It's not that much slower at all though. Almost makes barely any difference. But in this room, we're not allowed to roll. We have to kill mobs as well. And there's a mini boss in here. And of course the fastest way to kill them is DB mash, because they block everything, so...
Yeah, you may have noticed that there's a lot of DB mashing in this run.
Elaborate machine or simple machine? Complex
I'm
machine.
going with elaborate.
Neither.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
My world has been shattered.
And with this, we should have enough for Beast Bane now. I see there's a drop over there, so I'm going to pick that up. Oh, Pog.
Wait, don't tell me, don't tell me. Is it it's gonna be oh, Pyrite's good.
That's like 1.2k.
Nah, Pyrite's like
800?
no, Moldavite's 2.5. Pyrite's more than 800, I swear.
That
I thought it was
mewling child is
1,200.
inside.
We have a really cool boss here, by
Without
the
any
way.
rules to bind
I'm
us,
gonna
we are
Google
free to
Pyrite.
unleash the entirety of our powers.
It's about time.
Basically, we have to destroy the squares. Like, there's not much to this boss fight, really. It can be pretty annoying because on other difficulties, anyway.
What is
But
this thing?
on easy, the only thing that's annoying is the active time frame where you just can't hit the squares. Like, there's not much indication as to when you can hit them either. There's like a lock on like certain waves of the squares where you just can't hit them with magic, and it ends up deflecting a bunch, and you lose some time from that. Also, you lose a bunch of HP as well. On high difficulties, this boss is not great because your magic is regenerating slower, and you're taking more damage as well. And it's pretty likely to take quite a bit of damage in this fight if you're trying to hit these like cubes more.
Yeah, you have to use your weapon to attack the balls to get your
Guardian
mana,
of this temple
your mana
is a
regen
curious
up.
sight indeed.
In a
Uh,
normal. Also,
The reason why we use Lance as well on the squares here is because DB has a travel time and Lance is very high speed. So
also Pyrite's also 1.5.
oh, Pog, it's really good.
Yeah, it's super OP.
This
How did you find us?
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
and without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
Kaine, the glowing cubes take
And
priority.
this one.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing my
Time
way.
variance with this boss is usually within only maybe a second or two. Because it's not much. Like here, the squares are not targetable until all of them are pulsated, like all of the waves. There's other waves in the middle. Yeah, you see that? Like it deflected my shot because I hit my. I didn't wait long enough, basically. There's little indication to know when you can actually hit them or not. And now because the squares are closer, we can use DP more. So now we're just gonna aim them, basically. Nice. It's a pretty normal boss fight. It doesn't really get much variation, to be honest. Destroy the
Like
cubes.
baking a cake.
Yeah.
You follow a recipe and the boss just goes well. What's that boss called even? Got a stupid name.
Isn't it Shoreline or something? I'd actually forgotten
Yeah.
the name. I don't keep up with the boss names. Because they're like not actually listed anywhere.
No, they
So it's
are
on
on
Wiki.
B.
Well, maybe
On
in
B
the lore, I
ending,
guess.
lots of dialogue gets called that.
Oh, right, I see.
So that's where the names come from.
I always skip it.
worried
I'm
about
gonna
you.
buy V-Spring here.
Let's go
so-
back.
Nice. Yeah, it's like
so-
Sharia.
Oh, I still don't have it. Oh, I do. No, I don't. I almost have enough. That's right. I still have one whole segment to buy. Thought I had like clay or something, but it still wasn't enough. I only need like 300 gold. It's like 1 wolf kill or something. Or 1 drop from anywhere, to be honest. And I still have like the sequence segment to do.
All those clay drops kind of messed you over.
I suppose rules are rules.
Like
even if they
anything would have
are
been better than
absurd.
clay,
I don't think they're absurd.
pretty much.
Oh,
Those rules are
As well, even
important
like
to the
clay
most
has a
people.
particularly high spawn rate.
you
What
don't
about
say.
you?
I do.
Just
And I
that
think it's
RNG.
important we respect
I
that.
still have
Well, the boy is
one of my
beginning
quest
to
attendant.
sound
I didn't
like a
actually buy
man.
bounty fertilizer. I forgot to buy
Boy,
it.
I'm not a kid.
I keep
you know.
forgetting to buy it because I've been playing other
Hey,
categories.
less talking,
like,
more walking.
yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Well, money is not that, like, we're doing safe strats, so money is not really that bad, because we basically have a strat that allows us to grind money infinitely. So we will just do that as many times as we need to get, like, an appropriate money amount to compensate for RNG. Nice, there we go.
Oh, nice bit of copper ore. Oh, silver ore. Sorted.
Yeah.
Good enough. Quickly, while you're heading to seafront, I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
Yep, no worries.
Hold down the fort for me.
Yeah, we'll do. So normally in a run you would never pick up like as many items as I do. But sadly, like, it'd be like that in marathons, but you just don't get great RNG, and I didn't really get particularly great RNG. Like these dialogue boxes in particular, we're going to see more of them up in the next segment. It's the Forest of Myth segment. And they're basically like story-based riddles.
Man, that was some good water.
Stuff. I was just explaining the Forest of Myth long
yeah,
text boxes that can be
Everyone loves
skipped
Forest
really
of Myth.
fast.
And I lied, by the way. It was actually very mediocre water.
You what? What did you say?
The water wasn't very good. I just said it was.
It's UK water, dude. What do you expect?
I mean, English water. Scotland actually has really good water for some reason. Have you ever drank Scottish water?
Never. No, never. I've never
Oh
even
my
been.
God. One of my flatmates is Scottish, and he brought a 2-litre bottle of tap water back down with him. And I have to say, it's good water. It's good water.
It's a very interesting thing to bring back with you.
Look, if you had tasted that water, you would completely understand. I can recommend going to Scotland just to try the tap water. It's like really like if you get like bottled water, like better than that. It's good water.
It's a bit unfair.
Yeah, I was quite annoyed by that as well. The Scots just have it
Under
better.
protest.
Yeah. We went to Scotland, quality water.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
And we got NieR raging for no reason. I don't know why. Because he doesn't like shades. And he's in a rush.
Yeah.
Now we have Forest of
It
Myth.
sure is quiet here.
This is an extra area that got added in the newest version of
There's
Replicant.
trouble on the way.
And
No, it's not.
is it not?
Nah, that was no, Positive Myth was there in the original.
Okay, I'm incorrect then.
The only thing they added was the Louise stuff.
Oh, right. I thought
I
they added
think-
this whole segment because of the, you know, the
Nah.
extra stuff. Yeah. Non-spoiler.
Nah, that was there in OG.
Okay. So weird. I guess it was because it was intended to be followed up from, right?
No, I think they just they needed an area, but they wanted
Let's
they needed an area that like took like no development costs, so they came up with a text-based area.
Yeah, we're just
Which
gonna have
actually
text
made the
based.
game. Yeah, no, if the game was made today, they'd definitely not make a text-based area. So,
Yeah.
what a world.
That part in particular, we had like a bunch of dialogue to go through, and from that dialogue you get the answers to the riddle, and then you answer with the correct answers. But of course we know the answers because we wrote them down or so on, or you just get used to the answers. But you like those like large transcripts can be skipped, and like, well, they can go like, you can skip them faster based on what you're inputting. Basically, if you mash like X and circle at the same time, then it's not as fast as holding both of the buttons down. But if you hold down one button and then mash another button, if you hold down X and mash circle, then text goes 2 times faster than holding down both buttons. So that's an interesting one.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really? Well, thanks.
Now we have the juice. This is the best one-handed weapon that you can get in Act 1, I believe.
Can you not get Phoenix Dagger? Is that locked up until Act 2?
Locked into Act 2.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was like super expensive.
So we grind all of this money basically to get this weapon because it's insanely strong early. Like, you could technically get enough materials to upgrade like the leaf sword, but chances of that are extremely low because the materials you need are really rare. But it's technically possible to get like an upgraded leaf sword in a run. It's yet to happen for me, but I've been very close a few times.
Yeah, it's unlikely to say the least.
Yeah, very unlikely. And yeah, we go back to Seafront to do nothing again. We speak to people, and then we have a really nice section coming up with yeah, just mashing for 2 minutes again.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Love some mashing we do.
I, for some reason, always forget that the boar is right next to me when I come out of here, because it's the only boar spawn that's literally right next to the player.
Behind you, even.
Yeah.
You have to turn around to see the boar.
Something about
silly.
that shade seemed...
I usually get off the boar earlier so I can
This is
hit the shade that spawns here, because if I'm still on the boar, then I can't hit it while the camera is panning towards the shade. Basically, the man's wife has gone missing, and we have to look for her, and we found a shade with the red bag that she has, and we are now going to go and tell the husband the bad news.
Yeah. Very sad.
We need to find someone cracked enough to time which dialogue here is faster. I'm pretty sure they're all the same.
These are two basically identical.
Yeah. I mean, we would be able to look by looking at, like, the script for dialogue, probably, and we would be able to tell which one is faster there, but...
Yeah. Or
They're
we
probably all
we
on
could
par.
not bother.
Yeah. Or you could just continue to mash for like multiple minutes. As you would probably be doing even if you knew which ones to press, but...
Yeah.
Great, that's our segment done. We basically did nothing.
Tell me about it.
We came in, we
Let's
came
go give
out,
Popola an
and then we
update.
came in, and then we came out again. Literally. And it takes like 5 minutes to do all this stuff, which is really annoying, actually.
The couple with the red
Yes.
bags were a strange pair indeed.
Yeah, dialogue takes up like a majority
Boggles
of the time
mind to think their
in
relationship
Act 1,
can
I suppose.
persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
I'm really curious to know what the final time will be,
If you
actually, considering I
adopt
did the
such a
wrong route.
strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
There's so much that can go wrong.
Yeah, we need to see.
No.
But I'm super curious, actually.
Mm.
I hate to ask, but
Yeah,
can
and
you swim?
we have to go and see Popola again, very coincidentally.
Don't tell Yona, okay?
God, we love talking to Popola.
Yeah.
Saying my name. Stop naming yourself after common video game actions. Wouldn't it be wild if Mash was like Mash's real name?
Yeah,
That'd be mad.
I almost got Matrix jumped there. Damn.
It'd be like if my real name was Jeff.
It's not. Is it Lizard?
No, it's not. No, I'm actually a human.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
I love it how like
Greatest deception in the world.
the quest marker like fixes itself temporarily and then it just breaks again like when you get to here.
Welcome to the video game. Probably something to do with seafront and objectives. I don't know,
It really wants
I'm
us
not
to go and
smart.
see the lighthouse. Imagine if it was still broken even in Act 2. That'd actually be super funny, actually. Yeah, I wonder how the money
Yeah.
actually gets there, to be honest.
Probably Popola.
That'd be really
Take some
weird. Can
money
you imagine
over.
someone sneaking into your house and putting money in, like, your cupboard?
No, she like goes to visit Yona, and then while she's there, drops some money off.
Okay.
Just
The
normal.
Yona charity.
Yeah, normal
paracetamol.
Android things.
No! Oh my god, that was so
How can
close.
these creatures let us dispatch them without
Oh,
complaint? And what would make them appear in this area in the first place?
Yeah, if you
those
get hit by
guys
the
do not
shape there,
like
you
getting
fall off the
Especially
board.
fertile
Yeah.
ground. We have
Okay, this is a very spooky section. The game basically becomes a Resident Evil game, so...
yeah, but like a really old, not very spooky one.
There's that one scene with the portraits, dude, it's Monka.
Oh my god, yes. They've changed. The portraits have become spooky. Yes, I've seen episodes of Scooby-Doo scarier than this.
Yeah, this CG Scooby-Doo, the live-action one.
Okay, that was actually kind of scary.
Very.
Where they're trying to like train the monsters to act like people on the island. That turns out Scrappy was Rowan Atkinson
I
all
do not
along.
like this one bit.
It's a good movie, underrated.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
So for some reason the developers were like, how about we just make a section where you can't run, and every time the camera changes, your controls get inverted. So yeah, every time the camera changes here, my controls are being like flipped. So
And absolutely no reason whatsoever it forces you to go all the way back after you get to that door.
yeah,
So dumb.
You can jump in here, but you just can't. You can't run, and the fastest way to move is just attacking. And for some reason, they tried to make this like really scary, with like people screaming and stuff, which I don't know how that's relevant to like the actual story.
Makes absolutely no sense lore-wise.
Yeah, because
for
the
these
whole
paintings to
entire
change.
house is supposed to be petrified, so no one's supposed to be alive in here.
Yeah, good old 90s game design from a game made in 2010.
Yeah, we don't want to break that box because there's a tutorial prompt in there, and every time you get a tutorial prompt, it stops you from being able to move for like a very brief second.
Shades!
What foul hole did they crawl from?
So yeah, we're basically collecting keys, and we go throughout the mansion,
Oh my
not being able
God.
to move.
Shades.
Whoa, what a surprise! And then there's just a random tarantula at the end of this hallway.
It's a big spider.
And now we're meeting a meal.
How did the spider get that big?
How did it
Has he
even...
been eating?
I mean, it makes sense as to how they would be in here, right? But how did... But why? Why doesn't the
What
butler
should we
just
do
clean them
about
out?
Kaine?
Leave her.
Clean out the
Woman is
giant
capable enough
spider.
on her own.
Jeez.
Emil's been hiding in his
Remind me
room
to
because of
never
the
get on the
giant
bad
spider.
side.
He's
Probably
playing his
comes
piano,
out
yeah.
the door. Yeah.
He's placed a piano to, like, flush out those inner thoughts of the spider coming into the room and killing him.
Spider which you could very easily just petrify to death.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, shades are in this room. What do we do? Oh. I'm still gonna get that prompt.
Oh nice, it stopped clock.
Yeah, that's good. It's a nice rare drop.
Lots of money that. It's like 700 or something.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble. My
Yeah,
butler
we'll,
cares so much for me.
We'll get to
But
the
for him
Emil's
to make
falling
such
behind part
outlandish
later.
requests.
It's an all-time special part.
Oh, I thought Cerberus was talking about healing you in Junkkeep 2.
Oh.
Junkkeep 3. Emil just does not like you.
Neither do these shades.
Yeah.
Usually, my lancers don't get blocked by the wall, and they get pushed away, so I can just
At
get
least I
past
can
them.
petrify your enemies.
But no, they wanted me to kill them instead, so that's nice.
NieR Replicant is a video game ever
I can't
made.
let you do this on your own. So I'll be right here if you need me.
This room is filled with shades, so we leave the room and we come back in, because every time you leave a room and come back in, it causes the shades to despawn for some reason. So rather than fighting all these mobs, we just reset them with the door. And, it doesn't matter anyway, because they end up blocking you here. Oh. Can I interact with the door? Nice. And now we have a cool boss fight coming up where we can't find
You
skips
got the
for
big
him.
dick.
This looks kind of like you, Vice.
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire
Grimoire,
Vice.
not which one's this one? Reverb.
Bravo, wrong.
Petrification is a
Yeah.
fearsome power indeed. Pages of this infernal book are sharp as knives.
Guess you never learned that trick, huh?
And that's phase 1 of the boss fight
There's no
over.
end to this.
And then we have this phase, which is not very fun. It's like extremely inconsistent with how it rolls and damages you. And
Oh no!
every time you break it, it just doesn't take any damage, like the book itself. You have to break the bubble. We'll see here. So I always try to aim it so I can get it in the corner.
Getting stomped by
So when
this
it
thing.
rolls back at me
Help.
again, it doesn't do that,
This
but it ended up doing it
foe's
anyway.
strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some man.
Yeah.
Combat.
Same.
You are supposed to deal with such matters.
Very good video game.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid? That's Emil. He's the one who runs this.
Fuck,
This book is a asshole.
She's not nice.
Rude. We would normally kill the boss there, but because of what happened at the start, we didn't kill it.
You
and
guys
it
go.
should have broken
This is
here
my
as well.
fight. I can't ask you to die for me.
Yeah, Replicant was a video game.
Yeah, our strength buff ran out
No,
because of how long it took us to break the first one. I tried doing lights because for some reason when mashing DB and mashing heavy, the heavies sometimes just don't go through and you end up losing a bunch of combo damage. So and for whatever reason lights don't do that. So
I saw you exchange some
yeah,
words
it's
with
kind
that
of weird.
NieR lad earlier.
Mm.
Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age.
Useless. Nice royal fan,
Speak the
150
truth,
gold.
hussy.
Like 300 or something.
Shut up.
Stop picking up all the
calm down,
garbage.
guys. We've got our hands
Just making
on
sure I
all
have
the
enough
sealed
money.
verses now.
All that remains
Okay,
Yeah,
so
RNG as well.
now we have all
We can do
the
that.
sealed verses, and
Then we can finally save
when we
Yona.
left the houses there, the boar is not actually there, so you can use animal call from the main menu, main pause menu, and you can basically call the boar to you. And that enables us to get through the area fast, and without having to run back because the boar is not near us. And now we're nearing the end of the first act of the game, basically. So
Yona's looking weaker and weaker every day.
Yes, but do not lose heart. You are the girl's last remaining hope.
I'm a lot more used to Act 2 because I've been practicing it more recently. Child is quite a pain to practice, like in terms of segments, but yeah, because Child eventually gets to the point where it's just based on like your movement and how important it is that you move, and such like small things can end up becoming big time losses. It does get like that when you start min-maxing time. So, basically, again, we have to make Yona take a paracetamol. So we're going to go and get a slightly stronger paracetamol this time.
My favourite.
I don't even know
I
what
was
the
gonna
item
say it's
is.
like an ibuprofen. Ibuprofen's awful.
An enhanced paracetamol, yeah.
Yeah. Morphine.
Damn.
Just
It's
a
vapor
small
moss.
step up.
And then Emil comes in and he's like, I'm dying.
Yeah. Maybe we should give him the morphine.
Yeah. I mean, we don't actually end up giving it to you, though, do we? So maybe we do actually give it to Emil.
I mean, he does go for a nice lie down, so.
Oh no! What's attacking the village? I wonder. Coincidentally, we have no areas to go to, and now the shades are attacking.
The shades are attacking!
So yeah, we're about to come to one of the last bosses in Act 2. We cannot do the same skip that we do here, so we do this one instead, because there is an invisible wall.
We have to stop them before they destroy the
There's an
village!
invisible wall to try and stop us doing the skip we were doing, but they didn't extend it far enough, so we did a
Every
different
last
one.
one of you!
And that skips some dialogue that we normally get with Popola, not
Bring
Devila.
everything you got!
One of the people.
You don't actually skip it, you end up seeing it anyway.
Yeah, but you see it at a point where it doesn't need your time.
Yeah, you see it at a later point, it's much more convenient. Yeah, this boss is another boss that you just use your strongest tool.
We'll just have to keep
And it just
hitting it
melts.
until we find out!
We love a bit of dark blasting.
I got a
Climb up
strength
from
as
here.
well, so it's really nice.
Yeah, capsules are like drops, but they last twice as long. And they still give you the same amount of damage. Which is a lot.
That was that shade doing there.
That doesn't look good.
We can't let it get to the library, no matter what.
Nice chat with Invisible Deviler.
Yeah, yeah. So that's basically that part of the boss fight. The rest of it is scripted based on time, so we had to wait for him to actually get to the library first.
Keep hitting it. At some point, it's gotta start
Makes
working.
loads of sense.
Is she trying to
I don't need
raise
to mash for
our
this, so I can take a small break
morale?
mashing, which is really nice.
Either one
And,
works for me.
I can do the slow mash.
Let some blood get into your fingers.
Yep.
It's heading toward the library.
You basically just have to kill the boss before he gets upset.
You're almost there. Keep pushing.
You're gonna die today, shithog.
Shithog. Oh, come now. That's not even a real word.
Oh my god. That shockwave though.
Looks like you've learned how to swing that thing.
Oh no, it's gonna lose you so
glad
much
you noticed.
time.
Oh no.
All of 0.0 seconds.
I actually get a drink, dude. Oh.
Oh, nice.
You really know how to put up a fight, Kaine.
So he just likes to take
Come
his
on,
time.
keep pushing it.
He's like, someone stole my paracetamol. His gauge appears, so I just preemptively mash. And the gauge actually appears before the screen fades in here, so if you mash, I mess it up, but if you hit it lock on at the right time and use Lance, you can hit it before the screen actually fades in. But it's like a couple of frames save, it's not really that anything major.
Shade's in the library.
So yeah, somehow the Shades got in the library. Yeah, we have to kill them. So this is much like
Snuck
the
behind your
Hansel and
back.
Gretel part as well at the beginning of the game. The waves are based on how much the dialogue has like advanced. So if I leave one mob alive and wait for the right dialogue sign to show up, then
I won't abandon these
I
people
don't have to
now.
clear an entire wave.
You
So
told me once that my eyes had value.
I like to keep
and that I
them
shouldn't
low
be ashamed of
and
them.
a
You
few of
told me
them
that
like
even
with
a
higher
life like
HP as
mine
much
had
as possible.
purpose. So I won't just sit
So
around
I wait for
and
the
let
dialogue
you
to
fight
skip
while I stay
and
behind.
some of them to be a little bit higher so they don't kill them. But I think
Just
they're actually
don't
going to
die
kill
on
it.
me.
I won't, Kaine.
They did.
Let's take care
Unlucky.
of these shithogs.
I like it.
Wow, that's rough.
Usually they don't do that, but
Emil loves ruining
they
your
decide
runs.
to just go like pop off.
You can command them to not attack. Can't you?
Yeah, actually true. I should have left one extra alive really. Yeah, Jack is back, so just gonna continue to mash.
Yeah, the
That was not
lock
bad.
on in this fight
Perhaps
is.
we could check
yeah,
the
it's not
spaces
great.
to see them there. Those walls are thick rock. I doubt even this beast could break them.
Works for me.
Great. I love basements.
Do it! Knock it down the basement!
Yeah, all sorts of bad things can happen with this boss. The tentacles can get like stuck in the wall, and like the gauges are like in the wall, and then you can't hit them.
Damn you. Our true memories are still there. How dare you
Now we
ignore
have
them?
another boss fight,
Perhaps
but
you should have
oh
scribbled
no,
them in
he
my
looks
mind.
just like Grimoire Vice, and he stole our powers. Now we have to kill the mobs without DB.
Let
Such a
us start
shame,
by
to be honest.
dispatching the nearby distractions.
Yeah, no DB is sad.
I can't use my magic. And you are the last one left, Noir.
We're not without it for too long though, it's right. We got it back now. But he deflects magic, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just using it purely to destroy the pages.
Stay back.
Nice, so
the boss
good.
is basically just Grimoire Reaper, but not.
Yeah, so it's a truly identical boss fight, to be honest. It has almost exactly the same moves. And so, we are now going into the next part of the game, which is Act 2, which is where all the spicy things happen, to be honest, besides from, like, Fear Escape in Act 1. Act 2 is fun. I prefer doing Act 2 a lot more. So,
Yeah, Act
these
2
mobs... it's much like the how we deal with the larger shades at the start of the game. We need to knock them down and execute them.
Yeah, when you go into Act 2, you get 2 new weapons, the two-handed swords and the spears. The spears give you a lot of different movement options, because their light attacks in the air take you a lot further. And you can chain the heavies into jumps and dashes to get more height. And the one-handed sword, also the two-handed swords are also a lot better for executes, so you just have a lot more tools to play with.
Yeah, so the reason why we use two-handed sword to execute
It's been
rather
5
than
years since they took my sister.
than the lance is because the sword has only 1 hit and the lance has 3 hits to execute the mob. So
Lost a good deal of time with that.
the spear is much better than everything in the game, to be honest. Like, in terms of movement, it's superior. The spear that we'll be getting is one of the strongest weapons in the game as well. And guard lifting is much higher now. You gain much more height.
Yeah, you don't even have to come all the way up the stairs. You can just go up from the side of the wall. I think it's slower to do that.
Yeah, you just.
But that just shows how high you can get using the new tech.
Everything is like all the movement that you were doing as a child NieR is now significantly faster as well. So jumping, running, literally everything. So.
Everything's just better. We like big NieR.
Yes.
Where are you going? Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm on New Game Plus B. Fast memory, so that you got to go to the canal.
No. Oh my god. Bad shade. No hit me.
Damn, the shades are not hitting me today.
Savage. Yeah, I've actually lost like 30 seconds sometimes just getting hit by shades over and over again. Because I keep thinking that they won't hit me after they hit me the first time. Okay, we have an incredibly optimized section coming up now.
This is one of the coolest sections in the round.
This room truly contains the power to control all magic.
I'll explain why just before we get in there, so you can focus on the actual skips. But essentially, we're going to go into a top-down-ish section called Facility. And your movement's all the same in there, but from a top-down perspective. But one of the things about Facility that the devs kind of messed up on is that the walls are very low. And since we have infinite height, and we can get a lot of height from just general spear movement, we can actually get over a lot of the walls, and it's faster than going the intended way. Especially using some of the big boxes around there. So
yeah.
Yeah.
This section is Emil is falling behind because he is literally your like personal sandbagger. Like he'll run around and make sure that you do not advance in this section. He will always make sure that he teleports to you when you don't need it the most.
There's a few ways to manipulate him, but it's not very consistent.
And here we have new infinite height. It's basically using Lance infinite height.
Yeah, so since we only have one spear here, but the spear heavy gives you a lot more height than the sword heavies. We're going to swap to a sword and then back from the spear while in the menu. Or to the sword and back to the spear.
The reason why we reset. So if you're tethered to a mill, and if you're too far away from him, it will reset you back to a local spawn point. Coincidentally, in floor 1 there is only one spawn point. So if you, or two, after the first room and in the second room, if you reset him by accident in the third room, then you have to do infinite height all over again. So you have to make sure that he is not too far behind you, and you let him catch up. It is a time save to reset him in certain areas, so because you have to fight all the mobs. Like, he will always aggro mobs, so that's why you have to kill them. And that's why we reset in certain rooms, because it's faster to... it's faster to reset than it is to just do infinite height over the walls.
Oh no.
It's all good.
Yeah, spear and
Off-screen movement. Yeah, it's a bit it's not great for the muscle memory because you have to get used to doing infinite heights in all different ways, and like one wrong input can cost you like your entire height basically that you've been building. Here we let Emil run, and then he will always teleport here. That's like one way that we're manipulating it. Like, conveniently enough, this room, when he teleports to this point here, before that door, like, we are saving time because he doesn't reset from that point onwards. We can go straight to the next room. If you're lucky enough, he can catch up to you here, like, before you enter this room, where I just reset, and he will teleport to you, so you don't have to reset, and it saves you, like, 3 or 4 seconds. Oh, I got a boost from the boss. Thank you. In this room in particular, it's faster to pick up the keycards. Because infinite heighting without using the boxes is hard. There are boxes behind here, but if you infinite height over the area I was just standing in a second ago, and you hit the cutscene trigger, your character walks into the wall and eventually teleports inside the room, but it takes like 20 seconds to do that, so...
Super slow.
I'm gonna wait over here a little bit for Emil to catch up, so I don't end up... There you go. Once you run over a certain point in the corridors, you know it's safe for you to reset. So I had to wait for him a little bit there, so I didn't have to run through the entire room all over again. And now we're gonna fight some mobs. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Oh, lock on.
Yeah, this is one of the few instances where we use the two-handed sword because it does a lot more sweep attacks than the spear. And when there's a lot of low health guys, that's the sort of damage you want. Just fast.
They're not being in the best positions, but gonna heal up and stuff before the boss.
Yeah, this boss is it's an asshole.
That was a good boss fight though. He didn't break the shield until right at the end.
Yeah, you just look pretty clean. Oh yeah, don't forget your words.
Yeah.
Thank Cerberus.
Yeah, thanks dude. It's really hard to keep up with words because words in particular, they are random drops and it's not easy to make note of basically every single word that you've been collecting, so I'm also going to apply some other ones just for later points in the game. So they do come into play later. So this next boss coming up, it's only magic based. You can't hit this boss with physical skills. So we are using our bad boy DB to annihilate the boss with magic buff, basically.
Hurry! There's still time to save
We use Beastbane here because it gives us 40% magic damage over the spear, which is only 20.
Magic is the only way to
Only
damage
magic
this one.
matters. Which is sensible, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, the boss just falls over, basically. That was pretty fast. It's usually always a standard time, though, because my mashing doesn't change. Doesn't get any better.
If this is...
Alright. I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna take a pee break.
Yep. We have an unskippable cutscene now, so fun times. Oh well, not yet, but after this we have an unskippable cutscene that's super long.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
Not gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
My sword is lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Oh, my connects. It's not connecting. Feels bad. Now we're on to the primary power back 2. This is where the unskippable cutscene is, basically. The whole gang has been reunited, and we
Kaine waking
do
from
the
a
rest of the
long,
quest now,
petrified sleep.
because Yona has been taken away, and we have to save her, basically.
Neil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Surprisingly
Okay,
enough, I didn't. Welcome back. Surprisingly enough, I haven't actually entered any of the harder skips yet. We've only got one left.
It is also the most interval.
It's also the worst one in the run, and
Yeah, and the biggest time
it's-
save.
it's right at the end of the run.
Yeah.
It's literally the worst thing to have at the end of the run, especially when you're under nerves.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time in my life, I hated
But
Devila.
it is a big time save.
Yes.
For the first time in my
Huge.
life,
I honestly, I'd rather that than doing
Same.
stuff at
It's
skirt
honestly same.
pointless in the end.
any day.
Unkillable
They
enemies.
said and did
Enjoying
what they did for the sake of
unkillable
the
enemies.
village. To protect it from the horror
it's
of the
just-
shades.
Waltzing the entire way.
So,
Very nice.
Act 2 is just going to be about how fast we kill the bosses now. There's some cool
How can I
strats with some
blame Devila
bosses,
and Popola?
and yeah, some bosses just suck, to be honest.
In the end, I'm just as bad.
Louise, in particular.
Yep,
Because
everyone
I
loves
never
Seafront.
once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation.
I'm so
myself.
ready to just get really bad RNG in Junk 1.
Just do that farming reset thing.
Yeah,
you
I'm
found.
going to. But if I get super good RNG, I won't need to do it. I lose a minute and a half from doing it.
I think 5 fluorite incoming. That's my prediction.
5, alright. Holders.
I got 3 once.
Hey,
Pretty good.
I think I had 3 Damascus Steels and 2 Fluorites once.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
So yeah, the first thing the game wants you to do, you never guessed it, we're going to go and see Popola again, because it's really important. It's not the same though. We're angry at Popola now. We're older and angrier. Yeah.
Our excellent excellent to know the
So now we have to
canal
go back to
is
Shrine.
finished.
So
Hopefully this puts our
yeah,
days of
Shrine
running
is
all
super
over
fun actually. The
behind
tech
us.
is super cool.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Oh yeah, we love adult NieR shrine skips.
Yes, I am an enjoyer of these skips.
Yeah. Come on, brief. Like 1 minute long room. We can feel like we're playing a good speed game.
Yeah, true. And then you feel bad when you mess them up, because you lose like a lot of time if you mess up the jumps in this shrine.
We can pretend that we're playing Automata and actually help escape the entire
Yeah, this is
round.
the Automata role-playing room.
Wow, look at all these cool aerial skips we get. Wow.
And then we go back to Infinite
Jealous.
Height.
Jealous of those Automata runners with their actually decent skips and sensible run lengths.
Yep. And many out of bounds, rather than, I think we have one basically in this game.
For the
I mean,
skip.
it depends. Yeah, for a skip, it depends on what you would class as out of bounds. So
Velocity's kind of out
specifically,
of bounds. Yeah.
yeah. Technically, they're unpopular as well because like that one moment you're at the top, you're also out of bounds.
Yeah. I mean, we can get out of bounds pretty much anywhere. We just don't because the game sucks.
So we're not doing ladder skip anymore because no one likes it, to be honest. I
How much
certainly
faster is
don't.
the version of this with a guard lift at the start?
Not that much faster, a few frames. Maybe a second. It's only better because it puts you straight into the corner setup for the third floor skip.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
black magic to me.
Yeah, it's
Kinda.
literally like barely faster.
From now on,
I just
I'm
think
going
it's
to
better
sleep outside
because
Why?
the setup is
can't
like
accept
straight
that we're all allowed in
from
the village.
doing the first guard lift.
So you're staging a protest? Fun.
True.
Don't waste your time. But
Well,
it just
that
feels
was our fun over.
Well,
Yep.
that's really
Hope
nice
you all
of you,
caught
but
it.
You still don't have to stay out here.
Now we equip strong weapon. We kill enemy with strong weapon.
You can't sleep out in the rain. What
Very
if
nice of them to give us a strong weapon to kill all these goons with.
I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories or roast.
Neil, that's enough.
Oh, nice. They
Fucking
like
image to maintain.
all in this corner.
We seem to be
When the game
surrounded
first came out,
by
I saw a lot of ones
helpless
doing
puppies.
Beast Lord
just kick him
loops
aside.
for the late game.
Oh damn. The beast sword
Yeah, pretty
actually
good.
has a lot of potential.
A lot of damage, but not as
I
much
was like
as-
spooked out that the door wasn't interactable for some reason. It's never happened before.
What's going on?
game just
There's
bad.
dozens of them.
Words.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light.
Did you equip your words?
Pathetic to
No,
the
I don't
end.
need it. I'm using magic here.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
You need them.
Sad.
Ah, that's rough.
Any Beybladers? Oh, Pope.
I think that's a no Blade. Blade. Yeah, the Beyblade opening sucks ass. Probably the worst RNG you can get at any point
Yeah,
in this game.
for sure.
Kaine. It's Kaine's shade.
With no other choice, we must strike it down.
Kaine! Come back!
Ah, mill crop raid. Thank you, mill. Good RNG on a mill there.
My guy.
Yeah. Skipping dialogue in this game. It's just a bunch of noises. Did you know that if you draw your weapon here, you lose like 4 seconds? That's how long it takes to put away the weapon and pick up the item. Like, it's like it with so many different other places as well. Oh, I'm gonna mash slowly here because I potentially could ruin my entire run.
Oh.
Have you seen that, right?
What, where you soft lock by mashing too hard?
Yeah, it's technically not a soft lock, right? Because you can still move, but like, yeah, it's not great. Okay, so from this part in the run, we're basically given choices, and we can decide on where we want to go in the run. The route that we're using is like, so far, the most optimized route for getting items and getting the right weapons.
Yeah, I mean, we had a look at if there's any way to optimize it for distance when we looked at B ending runs.
Yeah.
But it's like always the same, because after every single area, you just have to go back to total either way. It just makes absolutely no difference.
So what we just did right there was like, it's a... We do it on child as well, but we of course can't close that much distance, so we basically skip the entire ladder section by doing that guard lift there from the edge of the cliff. And we get to the other side and we can skip like all the ladders basically, besides from one ladder. You can technically skip the last one, but its difficulty is quite high for the time it saves, so I don't do it.
They might know something about
That's
this.
an alloy strat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ends up being like roughly on par.
Yeah, I did look at that. I think that was a giant meme.
Yeah, it's like for one ladder, it's super hard to do.
Like you have to do like an almost perfect guard lift to get high enough to not lose time on the infinite heights.
Yeah. And you have to infinite height as well, so...
It's a shame about the older lad. Was but a child.
And we're back here again, because why not? We're many years into the future, and yeah, the something's going wrong with the brother. There's not brothers anymore, there's brother now. And he's very angry. I love how this loading screen is just much longer than normal.
Got a lot to load.
Yeah.
Doing all that loading.
It's doing that RNG calculation. It's like, oh yeah. Marathon detected. Bad RNG.
That's what
incoming.
is like.
Yeah. Imagine if you could like tell if you got good RNG or not based on load times.
5 heads.
That would be some insane tech. It's something kind of similar to that we do in DS2, where you need to check if an enemy spawned in. So we use Task Manager and look at how much data, or how much memory, the game is using.
Brain.
And it's like 3 kilobytes more of the enemy spawned. Yeah,
So this is where RNG is the most important thing in the entire run. You can get super rare drops from these boxes, and they can sell for a lot of money, and we need a certain amount of money, basically. This is where, if you're going for a really good time, this is basically where most of your runs will die. I've had multiple very good runs just lost because of not getting enough. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, a floor light. Oh.
I may do it again just for safety though.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't ideal.
Amber's like 4k each, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on like 26k. I'll show you.
Which might
I
have
would-
11,000.
Yeah.
Plus all of these. I actually have more than enough actually.
Alright, let's go.
But I should probably do it in case anyway.
Nah, risk it for biscuit.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright. We're going
Back
Chad
if there's-
strat.
You just get the slightly worse spear, right?
Yeah.
These were these. You're playing on easy or something there. Massive any losses.
Would have been nice to get a memory alloy. Yeah, I can just find some wolves anyway. This one spawned first, even though it died last. I'm surprised how tight the developers made this bomb.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think the door stays open sometimes, but like I can,
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's really random.
well, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah, on top of all the rare drops we also got a bunch of common drops from killing all those mobs as well, so that will do us a favor too with the money.
Now we're off back to Seafront.
We also get to see how much money we got from that as well.
Ah, yeah.
What can I help you?
I'm gonna need a bit of gold.
Yeah, we're like, what, 3.3?
Yeah. We only need like 3 or 4k. It's not really a problem, to be honest. We get 1k from the ship and we get 1.2k from the house as well. So we really only need like a little bit of gold.
There can be a drop to the side there. On the way out of Giant Keep.
Oh yeah, I should have checked for that one. Sorry, there's one there at least.
Copper or insane?
Oh my god, I took
insane. It's actually bad.
this corner, like approaching from this angle, is really awkward. I should always just drift
Getting
it really, but
It's awful. I hate taking the ball down there.
yeah. New Game Plus B actually really helped me get the timing for this guard lift, by the way. Like, here. I get it like all the time now. It's actually really nice. So even though you're level 99, it actually feels like the timing is the same. Even though it's slightly
Yeah,
different.
I think it is. Oh,
This
okay.
feels alarmingly familiar.
I'm
Probably just
that
'cause you
couple
aren't
is merely
used to
having
kinda
another one of
godless
their
anymore.
inane spats. Let us do our utmost
do have, like, a
not to get
massively
dragged
different
into it
timing.
this time.
I believe we've got some strength buffs still left, actually. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're actually
She's
looking
really
really good in terms of buffs as well. So, us not having much money is not actually a problem.
Yeah. How many drops do you need before Airy? You need like...
Drops. I mean, like,
more
hiccups.
than you have. No, I mean like
And
buffs.
here we go again.
Oh, I need 3.
Shall
but
we begin by asking
In
about
Airy,
the
because we do it
tavern
last, we always
before?
restock because we do junk before Airy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, 'cause you normally buy some at Seafront, so...
Oh, yeah. I don't need to do that now because I have the buffs for Louise already.
To think that couple's petty
I usually
squabbles
buy
have
a
become
Seafront,
something of an attraction for the locals.
to make sure that I can buff on Rock as well, but if money is this tight, then I miss buffing on Rock basically. And because money is this tight, I won't be able to buff on Rock. I mean, I will be able to, I think, because I still have a bunch of magic buffs left. It really depends on like how lucky I get with capsules and stuff. So I had a bunch this run, to be honest.
Too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
Lots changed.
I think
since then.
everything should
It's
remain
kinda
the
nice
same,
when we
provided
find
I just
something
earn
to
enough
ask.
money for the
The
Phoenix
fact that a
Spirit.
couple is still arguing almost fills me with, I don't know, hope, I guess.
Which shouldn't be too...
If you ask me,
Unlikely.
that particular
Yeah, no,
couple
it
could
shouldn't be too hard.
benefit from...
Oh, hey. Oh.
Yeah, I do need to buff on BP. That should be fine. I have an extra strength buff. I have a strength capsule for BP, so...
It's alright to do this kind of thing every now and then.
And I use magic on Rock,
so...
Yep, it's actually completely fine.
Say there, lad, have you ever penned a missive?
This is like the main thing about Act 2, is you need to like think about... Your money decides like how you are gonna play it out,
It takes me forever
basically.
to figure out what I want to say.
RNG like
What's to figure
basically
out?
enables you to
One
play it out
simply takes
optimally
quill
or
in
just
hand
really badly,
and
to be honest.
unleashes their soul upon the canvas of the page.
This give me PTSD actually, being in this area.
Whatever
I'm gonna leave her and there's gonna be a cutscene.
Shipwreck, is it?
Yeah.
I suppose we might as well
This is why A is
investigate,
such an
seeing
awful
as how we
category to
lack
run in
any
this
other
game.
tenable
So much
leads.
RNG as far as money goes.
Right, let's head for the
Yeah,
end.
it's super tight actually.
Even though the game's like actually got some cool tech.
Yeah, it's got sections like this where if we, for instance, if we were to jump behind Kaine and Emil here
We're
and
gonna
try
need
to
to figure
interact
out
with the
some way to
boat,
get inside
it wouldn't
that
allow us to do it
This
because
ship is in a state
the
of
game is
wanton.
it's using
Awful.
like flags and cutscenes to basically trigger the next part in the story, and we cannot proceed unless we do those. So it's literally impossible for us to get around certain areas of the game, like or find skips, unless we find like another type of tech that we can use. But technically, even if we do find tech, we still need to
place
trigger
is
the right
pretty gloomy.
cutscenes to
I'm having a
like
hard time
actually
imagining
proceed
any
the story.
townsfolk hanging around here.
Yeah.
Well, as we've no other
The game
leads,
hates
let
speed.
the search begin.
I should have enough for phase 2, yeah. It should be alright. Phase 1's the most important, really. Phase 2, I don't think it matters that much. But I'll see. It should be fine.
What is with this ship anyway?
There may be clues
Yeah, this is
somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
Area.
This is a great section, I love it. It's really slow. Just what we need.
You literally just walk to the boat and interact with
Yep.
stuff. So
And
fun.
there's nothing we can do because we're restricted on movement and you can't jump in here. There's boundaries like all over the place and the map area is like a separate load, so...
Why does this guy have to turn the lamp on and off every time he goes somewhere?
I don't know actually.
It's so
It takes like
awful.
12 hours to turn the lamp on as well.
This game feels like a slap in the face to speedrunners. It gives you like all this cool tech and movement and combat, and then in between it just puts so much cutscene and dialogue that you cannot skip at all. I didn't know there was 1K there.
How delightful.
Neat.
Yeah, I don't even think the game like actually would have intended you to put the bookcase that close, because when you leave the door, your character like looks towards you and is like, "Why is it here?"
No more time be wasted in our search for the townsfolk.
And apparently
Would
this
it
is
not
supposed to be humming, by
wise
the
to
way.
explore the rooms on the floor above us?
I didn't know humming. Oh my god, I accidentally picked up this apple. Minus 10 seconds.
Oh no.
I literally can't see anything here.
Yeah, that's bad RNG. Picking up the apple.
Yeah, because of the way that we're like rotating the dialogue using the interact button jump. Yeah, it can sometimes like you can sometimes overmash and interact with things, and lose a bunch of time because of that. Alright, this is where I need to put my words on. This fight is really monker actually. I don't want to. Okay, my word RNG was clearly not very good in this run. I already had that on.
The cup.
I need to put wall on as well. I think I still have it on. Check. So the game diverges in routes here, basically. Well, not routes, but like the way you plan your gear out. Some people buy Spear of Usurper. I buy Phoenix Spear because it's faster. But it's much more, like the diminishing return on the RNG is much higher, so it's a lot more risky to buy the Phoenix Spear. Even though there are strats to like organize it to get it, but it ends up being on par with Usurper if you do the farm route twice or something. You actually save a lot of time by having it.
Yeah, this is a really strong weapon. Nothing else really comes close.
I'm really feeling that not having plus 10% attack damage. Super low actually. Like, I've had a few runs now where I just have like 2% words at this point in the run, and super unlucky to have 2% to be honest. I didn't make sure I had wall on. Just gonna zoom my head out. Yeah.
Why isn't this being hurt by the sun?
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict.
This boss fight is my favourite boss fight, to be honest, in terms of like design and visual. Super cool.
The sea monster with the girl face,
was actually this thing.
tentacles,
This monstrosity is unlike anything we've
shade,
faced before. Remain
but it's
vigilant.
design.
Aim for the tentacles with faces on them.
I don't know, it's pretty unique.
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
This thing is gonna pay for what it did to those people.
The town will be in grave danger should we leave this creature be.
Yeah, these tentacles actually slap like really hard. Oh, we destroyed them in the right order so I can get my stuff basically. I'm gonna stop using DB here and already start charging my ball. Oh, I missed that. Not great. It's pretty hard to hit some of those though. Oh. Pretty slow fight. To be honest, with a 2% though, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, considering the gear at this point, it is.
You'll always want to try and destroy each head in 30 seconds at a time. But if you don't have, like, if you have 2% plus damage, like, usually you can have, like, 15 or 10%. Then you're going to kill it before the second scream. That's usually what you're looking for. This entire phase of the boss is completely hard scripted. Like, it's all based on the rotation of the boss, and once its rotation is done, it will advance. It fires big needles that do many damage.
Such a huge shade even exists.
That thing ain't normal, so stay smart unless you want to get dead.
This thing will destroy the town if we don't stop
Yeah,
it.
if the head starts with the orb attack, then it's big time save. I had that in my run as well, I believe. I remember those, like, I remember a lot of people, like, think that if you destroy the gauge in Louise, if you kill her, but...
Yeah, I can see that. Damn it.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Gauge can't be broken.
You can do it on the ending, can't you?
Yeah, you can do it on certain ending paths.
Hey, over
I
here!
believe it's C and D, yeah.
What does it do if you do it?
How can it withstand such an onslaught?
Weirdly enough, right, in B, the boss has more attacks.
We will be in grave danger if it unleashes that attack.
Oh, I guess
We
it's because
must
there's
stop
like
it.
passive dialogue with.
Yeah, like, I don't know actually, the dialogue's the same, but the boss does a double, like, slam attack rather than only with one hand at a time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really weird.
What, you mean in this phase?
Yeah, yeah, in the scripted phase.
No, isn't there, no, Tyrannus talking to Kaine about the postman.
Yeah, alright, okay. Oh yeah, he does.
So it's probably give you more time for that, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
We kind of got destroyed by the boss, and we kind of can't kill this thing.
Fuck!
Yeah, so... the shade's kind of just like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, because some guy's hitting me with a stick.
Magic. Aim for the head.
There's absolutely nothing more to it than that.
Yep.
She gets absolutely demolished by this postman.
We can never be
Yeah,
together.
that stick he's using is really strong.
It's got a
that's
150% magic damage increase.
Wooden stick.
Yeah.
It's like...
Postman's stick.
Any modders, are they going to make this a weapon?
Yeah. Would be nice.
Alright.
She had to die, dude.
Do not.
Okay. Well. Yeah, her husband did die. Very sad. But, yeah, we're not coming back here now. So, let's we won't be seeing Seafront anymore. Goodbye, Seafront.
Good riddance.
Hey, Kaine.
Yeah?
All my
You were
homies hate
threatening that shade
Seafront.
on the beach the other day. How did you know it was trying to protect the postman?
Just a feeling, I guess.
Easily the worst area in the game. IMO.
I still don't know if tram warping is faster. It's 1 second faster, I believe. But at level 99, I don't think it is. Like, as an adult. Because you get through the town so fast that by the time you get up, you already leave the town. So, like, you're basically just slightly behind. I'm gonna pick this up. It's probably gonna be a herb, but...
I'm good.
Your
I'm
health
gonna
is
have to
diminished. Do be more
destroy
careful next time.
Mash's worldview here, but you actually don't have a choice but to kill her.
Isn't she like 7?
Yeah. Well, if you try and not kill her, she still just dies. Nothing changes.
Why do we kill her? She just wants to. Oh, I got the Matrix jump. Pog. I knew I was gonna do it.
Let's go.
Even without those
That's
we have
a
lost,
0.20
the
second
world
time
relentlessly
save, by the way.
continues to turn.
Hey, time save is time save.
My brain was wavering off again, but I need to go and pick up this note. Because if I go to the desert now without picking this note up, yeah, it's real.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna pick this money up because it's important, and the strength capsule as well. It's up here, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Got left a little bit of money.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of money actually. Safety strats.
Damn, that's quite a lot of money.
Yeah, and you get a strength capsule as well, so it's pretty pog.
A lot of money. Damn.
We now have fast travel, by the way. We haven't been using it because it's not actually faster in some cases. Going to the northern plains, it's not actually faster to fast travel. But going to the desert, it certainly is, because it takes like 3 minutes to get here.
Yeah,
I need to kill me some wolves.
Main reason desert's faster is that there's no boar in the desert, so any
Does
trouble
it
you
not
can get is
strike you
good.
as curious to find wolves in the desert?
Miss the boar.
They normally live in forests, yes. Deserts would seem to hold little sustenance for them.
Well, we can certainly guess what they've been eating.
Watching a kind of meal bully some wolves.
Usually, I won't be picking up this many items. I'm just doing it so I make sure I have enough money for the weapon I need. Oh, there's more of them. I may as well kill those as well, to be honest.
Get all that money. I think it should be good at this point, but
I'll do one more. If this wolf would let me pick up. Okay, yeah, it's definitely enough.
nice.
Now we can get the best weapon in the game.
Is Cardinal a murderer? Yes, but we say, yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you do objectively kill people.
We only had enough, like, 310 gold.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than getting to the Phoenix Spear by and being like 400 short.
Yeah. Yeah, so now we have this bad boy. We will be using this weapon for the rest of the game. And it's the most expensive weapon as well.
Because it's strong.
Yep. The Spear of Usurper is not that far behind it at like 55 damage. But the reason why this weapon's important is mostly because of NieR. At the end of the game, you skip his entire orb phase if you have this weapon damage, so... And there's a bunch of other, like, important sections that this weapon comes in handy, especially in Shadow Lord's Castle.
PIL.
Yeah. The waves, like, before the final part. Bunch of dialogue, we love it. Sad moment. Happy moment. The way that they sing, it gets like stuck in my head, I swear.
Weddings are the best. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy.
Like-
It's just great.
I need to test
kinda
like one
jealous.
time to see
Aren't you
if
jealous,
buffing
kinda?
before the boss fight allows it to carry over into the boss
Aw,
fight.
come on.
Do it now.
I should have done it.
Oh, too late, I guess.
Wolf is a shade.
The leader seems to have the power to reflect magic.
Yeah, there's no happiness here. We thought it was happy, but it's not. That's rock. That's one phase of rock anyway.
Why is the dog called Rock? He's not a rock, he's a dog.
It just reminds me of Rock Lee. I don't know why he's called Rock. I guess it's his name. I'm more confused as to why he's a shade, to be honest. So he doesn't have a replicant, right?
Isn't the law like some guy loved his dog so much he let the dog use the book instead of him?
Oh, right. I never actually looked into Rock.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, maybe I can do death skip in this run. Will we get good RNG or not? Where is he gonna go?
Come on, not give us a good spot.
Yeah, I'm not going up there.
Oh,
Wolves appear to be targeting the king.
that's right.
Any marathon RNG enjoyers? Yeah, that spot is like the worst spot. You can go to 3 different spots and we can get to all of them besides from that one without losing a bunch of time.
Such dogged, unwavering defiance. Why do these beasts hold so much rage?
I've never pinged level 20 here. It's because I killed a bunch of extra mobs.
Shades. But as for the leader,
If even one shade is here, then I have to kill all of them.
he seeks the king of facade.
We have a magic hand then.
Above you, stay on your guard.
Oh, I got stuck on the rock. Normally we would have a buff here, but I don't have one because I have no money.
Stuck on the rock against rock. It's the same word.
I could have used my strength capsule here, but I want to save that for BP because BP is much more of a time save. You don't save that much time from using. Yeah, you don't save that much time from buffing here. Save much
Because
more
you also
time.
want to kill BP before you get healed.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a meal, isn't it? So.
At this point in the run, money is no longer important because we are going back to the junk heap, and from there we'll get a bunch of money that we can use to buy buffs for basically the rest of the game. So, provided we have a buff for BP, which is the upcoming boss in junk heap, then we're completely fine for the rest of the run, basically. And then you get to Devil and Purple skip, and then you smile. I don't know, I'm going this way. In that case, it would have been faster for me to fast travel because I already spent like most of my time getting there. But
It is what it is.
yeah, the main the boar is like not in a great place as well when you fast travel to the northern plains. It's also something quite annoying. Yeah, I won't pick it up because I know that I'll just get like a bunch of insignificant RNG at the end of the run.
Great.
So, this guy hates robots. We hate shades. Let's go kill it. There's a boss.
Imagine hating robots.
I know, right? It wasn't even the robot's fault. That's what's funny about it, to be
That's the worst part.
yeah. He went full, like,
It's like-
fucking Sasuke mode, and, yeah.
The worst part is it's like literally the only robot in the entire place that doesn't try to kill people. And that's what he blames for his brother's death.
Yeah. You don't find that out until, like, later on.
Yes, spoilers, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's spoilers, but he hates robots. You'll be able to
Yeah.
see it for, like, the fraction of a second that you see him raging at a robot.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't like them.
Others. Did we need a spoiler warning for a game that's been out for like
2 months.
12 years?
Oh yeah, I forget that, Oh, I got a large gear. Yeah, okay. Just a casual 1% drop.
Game taunting you.
Yep.
It's like all this clay you got earlier. Now we're gonna give you good drops.
The lock-on
No one
is
makes
not
videos.
being great right now. It's like locking onto, like, nothing. And now we have a minecart section, because we love those.
We do like minecarts.
Yep. I'm gonna get hit a bunch here, because we have some interesting tech coming up. Or it's technically a skip, but... it's also RNG as well, because it's based on how much you get healed. So, basically what's going to happen in the next boss fight is that the boss gets down to a margin that he cannot be killed by until a certain cutscene has, like, proceeded. And we are going to get him down to basically 0 HP, and then we're going to die intentionally. And that makes the game think that that cutscene has already ended, so we don't, like, have to lose like 30 seconds to looking at the boss go up on the ceiling and him being untargetable. I'm not actually getting hit by that orbs that much, to be honest. I'm not really high. I'm not really low enough. But that's a
You can
first.
take some damage other places.
Yeah, I can actually get hit by the robot. Do you think it will kill me?
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure if I get hit by the robot, I'm going to be really, really low, but it won't kill me.
Let's go.
I can just get hit by this a bunch. Now if it hits me, I will die though. Oh, there's a hill.
Oh, you haven't got health for a bit, and then Neil fucks you over.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
We just have to pray that he doesn't heal. Oh, well. It's so cursed. What the hell? I literally just said it and he just did it. Maybe there's like voice activation in this game. I just didn't know about it. Well, I'm looking too healthy to be honest. The skip will still be doable, and I'll still save time, but the time I'll be saving won't be as much. We need to pick some of these up. Will I get healed again? That's the question. What's that PS2 game that's like, all like voice activated?
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine.
I forgot what too.
What's that about?
Don't know, don't care. All that matters is
my
that we
favorite
kill them
game.
both.
What do you mean by voice activated?
Like whenever the player says something into the microphone, you coordinate like the person to do stuff. I'll have a look at it later.
Oh, no clue. Never heard of it.
It's like a game that you literally have to tell like the character to do stuff.
That is weird.
Yeah, and it's on PS2 as well. It's really weird.
Beats
Yeah. Darkrai knows it. Quality game. I forgot the name of it though. Something Line. So, we've got BP.
Lord, it's enormous.
And a buff here. Basically going to use wall so he doesn't stagger us, and we're going to slap him. Well, the wall didn't last very long apparently.
That thing's commanding the robot somehow.
Hey, you can take more damage before
Knock it down!
Oh, that's true.
you need to die.
Take out the shade.
See? He's doing you a favor.
He needs to be a lot lower than this, or...
Right, you might actually not be able to get him down low enough, but do this way. Do this way.
This thing can transform.
Will I get healed in the next void?
You better not.
Nice.
Swear to God, the meal heals.
Dude,
you.
I'm like spoilering you. That was a good death skip. That was really
nice.
early.
Yeah, that's actually super optional.
Yeah, so if you don't do the death skip, the boss has to climb down from the ceiling there when he starts making the debris fall on top of you. And then he has to slowly float down, and that takes like 20 seconds or so. Also, when you death skip for some reason, whenever you kill the small shade there, there's supposed to be like 5 other small shades that come out of him, but for some reason that doesn't happen when we death skip. So that also saves time because you don't have to worry about targeting like other entities. That was actually a really good BP, to be honest.
That was
Besides from the wall randomly breaking for some reason. It's never broken that
Yeah,
early
it gave you
before.
the damage to get the good death skip.
True, true.
I'm telling you.
It was a trade-off.
Die, little bastards!
Calm yourself. Haste will only lead you to making an ill-timed mistake. An unstable heart is the worst armor one
Yeah,
can
so we're not
have.
going back to Junk Heap now.
No time for that, Vice. You gotta get to Yona.
We only have, well, I wouldn't class this as a segment, like a major segment. It's a fragment segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the text boss. So, it's going to be the same as the Forest of Myth from earlier. We're going to get long dialogue boxes. We're going to use the same tech to skip them, but we have to look for answers in the dialogue as we scan through it because it's random. Green. 33.
I was gonna look, but you said them out loud before I could see them.
There we go. Text boss completed. So each time the screen fades black, you'll get an answer after 1 prompt on the first answer, and then 2 prompts on the second answer. So, yeah, you just look towards the end of the line, and then you get your first answer, and then look towards the middle of the screen, you get your second answer after the second prompt.
Yeah.
I've lost like 30 seconds here because one time my controller drifted and inputted the wrong answer, and you literally lose like so much time because of that.
It's bad. It's a bad meme.
We have one of my favorite parts of the run coming up now, which is Wendy. I'm gonna get the Chad drift now. Hog. And we go and see Popola, but How many more times do we get to see purple, I wonder? 20,000 more times? Ah, I messed that one up. Sedge. So, most importantly with guard lifts, like, I have a strong habit right now to press both of the buttons at the same time. Because my triggers are, like, super easy to press. So I end up pressing both of them at the same time. I'm getting lost in village.
I cannot fathom that village setting up a mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Or decided to turn around.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
I'm trying to think about how many buffs I'm using.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
I believe I'm using a strength buff.
This is a shithole.
Don't be so nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
You have a ton of money like from junkie.
Worry about
right?
protecting
Yeah,
yourself.
I should have a ton of money.
Can you not just max out them both?
Probably not actually. My drops weren't insanely good. Like,
Or
I
just
didn't pick
max
up a
strength
bunch
and
of
get the
the...
rest in.
Oh well. Gold ore at least.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll have to see it. Oh, there's actually cool tech here. You should explain.
So, because we're adult now, we can skip, like, we have to go back to the chieftain's house, which is what we're doing at the start as well. Because we're adult now, we can basically go straight from the start of the area to the end of the area, through guard lifting from the bridge. There's a lot of important tech coming up in this boss fight, because we're basically mixing Airy Void with a boss fight. So we're manipulating the Void respawn points to trigger the cutscenes faster and get better angles on the boss. I'll explain them as they go. Here, I will skip this respawn point. If you enter the corner there's a respawn point. There's also one here as well, so I will avoid it. Speak to the vendor, I sell. A bunch of money. Let's max out. Yeah, perfect, to be honest. So, we have Wendy coming up. So, I've set my respawn point to up there right now. So when I void, I will respawn over there.
This man is a shade.
Oh my god, that's so unlucky.
I figured as much.
Dude.
Oh, you're spoiling. Oh, no. Well, that's something that can happen in the video game NieR Replicant.
Yeah, that's super rare, but I've never had it that early before. And this is kind of annoying.
That is ridiculous.
You guys sure are taking
You only have to
your
kill
goddamn
3
time.
enemies, so I don't have to kill the armored ones, luckily. My respawn point is still set. We jump down here. We get the Kaine cutscene, rather than travelling back there. Get a buff here.
People are behaving as if we are the villains.
Kaine!
Kill them!
Don't want wall on.
Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop
Lance here
this.
is like insanely
trying
good
to
because
save
we
you
can
from
line
the
up all the
shades.
mobs.
Please, you have to stop!
Emil!
We need to get out of here. Kaine, get up! Hurry!
Nice, that was good. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to set our respawn point to over there, where we have the sim. When you land on here, you get the dialogue. So, will I get hit by the boss or not? Nope. Yeah.
He's a shame. My husband's a shame.
And yeah, Phoenix just melts enemies.
I blame you for all of this!
Wasn't great, but I usually end the skip almost. I end setting my respawn points almost every time I do the skip. I'm gonna swap to wall here. Yeah, I usually get like super unlucky with mobs hitting me, just like you saw.
Is this the combined power of all those shapes? It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die.
Basically gonna tank everything. We won't be buffing until after certain dialogues pass.
Wait! I think those are actual people!
That's not. I didn't change. It's super weird. I had it hovered over magic. Oh well. No worries. I have more than enough buffs.
Yeah. You got a little bit. Oh,
yeah, this boss is all range, so you just mash. So yeah, DB is your best friend.
Something's coming!
I'm gonna void here. It's gonna respawn me near the ladder. I climb up the ladder, and the game is assuming that I'm much further behind where I actually am right now. So the laser is supposed to be following you as you climb up here, but because I respawned near the ladder, I can respawn from like closer to it, so I can get behind the boss faster. So before this segment even starts, the boss is already dead basically on this cycle.
Get it! It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming! Gotta catch my breath.
And from there we can jump down from the top.
Won't help anyone if we lose you here. God damn it! You beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Nice. You turn there to avoid the tentacles blocking the shop, because if your DB hit the tentacles, it does no damage to the boss. You have to hit the eye, so I usually start from the edge of the bridge and rotate like with the tentacles to make sure my shots are not being blocked. Because the tentacles actually cycle in a really annoying way, and if you don't kill it at a certain point, then you have to wait for them to cycle around the boss. That's that. So we have all the fragments now. So we're nearing the last part of the game now. I'm so not used to seeing my health bar this low at this point.
Now we can just head back to the village and get to do that.
The last time we get to go to Prologue, guys. Insane.
We should return.
Gonna miss Popola.
I'm not. She messes with my head too many times already.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But
I don't care if it's a trap. Yuna's waiting for me and I'm going.
So, we go to Shrine the last time, and from the top of Shrine we enter the last zone. So,
was castle.
Yep.
But we did get to do shrine skips again.
Yeah, for the last time in the run, we get to do the Shrine skip.
Hold it.
We pretend to be automaton runners again.
Yep.
Just for a little.
It's a plan.
trigger too lightly. Probably would have been faster to just try guard looking again. So here we're charging wall because there's a Wraith like on the edge that fires orbs like all over the place, and there's a good chance you're going to get hit by them. Rather than switching to Lance, we use wall and make sure that it doesn't hit us while we're climbing the ladder, because otherwise we'll fall straight off the ladder. If your time wall there will always expire when you leave the last ladder.
You can use a lot of time from getting hit on these ladders.
Yeah, it's crazy actually.
And there's really nothing you can do about it other than using the wall.
So Shrine skips a little bit more Wonka this time because there's a boss at the top, so if you mess it up, the boss is gonna make things much harder for you.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, no pressure.
Nice. Every time I do, like, I get a full clean guard left section here, it always seems like it looks a lot easier to do than, like, actually is, but it actually takes ages to, like, practice to do all of these, like, individual jumps. Nice. And so we go to the end. And now we have the hardest skipping again coming up.
Such an ominous sight.
Arguably.
And yet I
Anyway.
find
In my opinion it is. Because it's the most... You're infinite heighting for the most amount of time. So it gives you more time to choke. I think it's like 12 or 13 or something.
Yeah, it's...
And the animation on the spear, like heavies are way faster than light, so there's like a slight charge time on the lights before it sends you down. We have a quiz here.
Well, you can just walk back through the door to get there. So silly.
Well then, it
Yeah, I know,
seems the
right?
way is open.
So, here we go. Hardest part of the run. And it's very hard to do this.
I believe in you. Don't let me down.
All major skips in the marathon run, Cap?
Devil, what's happening?
So... Alright. But this... fate was... predetermined. Still... we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this. It's impossible. Well, we were hoping to put it out for 100
Oh, Monka.
Oh,
years.
so you lost on that one. Oh god.
Until then, next generation came along.
Nice.
What are you talking about?
Monka.
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
I don't
This
believe
skip gives you a successful, like, heart attack every time you drop, like, a little bit of height. Because it happens so fast. I guess that's a one try.
Yeah, this skip. It wasn't like that. Yeah, that was first try. It's better than second try. For sure.
Yeah, every time you fall down from this height, you lose a minute. Like, basically. Like, it's nuts. Yeah, I think I failed it twice and I lost 3 minutes on one of my runs. There you go. That's basically the end of all the hard tech in the game. Now it's just the final stretch now. That's,
yeah, so
like...
you normally have a...
Yeah, sorry.
you normally have a long-ass sequence with a boar here.
Yeah,
For some reason, all the triggers for it are tied to the trigger for beating Deviler and Popola. And you can just waltz through the entire area.
Yeah.
No enemies spawn.
It's probably around about, I don't know, what is it, like 5 or 6 minutes save? Maybe more?
More. It's like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I'd say it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah. For some reason, this is the one point in the game where they have convenient triggers for us, where we can keep going even afterwards.
Yeah, if the rest of the game worked in this way that this skip did, then the game would actually
many
have
skips you could
so
do.
many skips.
So many. You could skip most of like most of Temple. You could skip some cutscenes in B. You could skip.
You and us, we're the same.
I don't know.
Tools in the hands of a master.
There's the big
Infinite
ones.
possibilities.
I'm nothing like you.
So we're gonna destroy Devil and Popola with our overpowered spear. I didn't get the one cycle. Yeah, she dies anyway. So fun fact with this part of the fight, this is she will take reduced damage until her dialogue is finished. But DB is so like strong that you can just chip her health away until she just dies.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to fight.
Funny to kill her during the dialogue, to be honest, because it's not supposed to be like that. So here we will be swapping to Hand, because Hand has a very strong multiplier with like a spherical group of enemies, and because our magic damage is so high, we can basically one-shot all the mobs with like a really charged punch, like so on. And we can just clean up the rest of them basically. It also breaks armor as well, so
yeah,
we can break armor.
Strong.
Oh, that was super good.
Ah! Spicy.
So, we're at the final boss now. Well, this is not, this is the final boss segment, so to speak. There's multiple bosses. I don't think I skipped all. No, I don't. So, basically skip it anyway. I mistimed one of my heavies. Like, one of the combos didn't get carried on. We're gonna swap the wall here, because this boss slaps. It's possible to get him sunlocked kind of like this, actually. But he's not taking damage, so... Okay, there we go. Hey, that was kind of nuts, actually. What the hell? Can I get Shadow Lords like this at all times, please? He kind of just got jammed.
Watch over Yona for me.
Yeah, this one's actually been super solid. Been like, other than doing the root mistake early.
Think I'm with you?
So at this part in the fight, we're again with this reduced damage until dialogue is over. So magic buff DB and mash it away.
Let's finish this.
That is every boss, to be fair.
And that was pretty quick, actually. I think my mash is slightly faster with this controller. I usually hear Vice say something, but this time I just didn't know all.
Something to defend. I have a reason to live.
And we're nearing the end. Time is not yet, but it will be soon.
Yeah, it's when you enter the character name.
Yep.
That's when we call time.
Time to ask the question, what did we call our character again?
It was MASH.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Alright, so time is going to be on when we enter character name. My little brother. And time is now. Great. This run
GG
was pretty
Is that you?
pretty meh because I made a bunch of route mistakes, but I managed to get all the major skips, so that's good. But yeah, it was actually
garbage
a
money
decent
as
run.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with money.
I mean, it was still super fast. It's only like
Is this
7 minutes behind your PB RTA.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Oh
So
yeah, it's
that's-
RTA actually. Damn,
Yeah,
so
that's
this would
super
be like a
good.
305 IGT.
You look
Yeah.
bigger than before.
Close
Still better
enough
than
to
anyone else has done.
Yeah. I was looking at the time and I was like, damn.
3:15:44
Have I been
RTA.
asleep
Yeah,
this whole time?
that's pretty good actually. Yeah, for a marathon, I think it's pretty good.
Something like that.
Thanks for the
Wow.
GGs.
It's almost like I'm
Good
a
run.
princess from some
Yeah, thanks.
fairy tale.
Glad we could finally showcase the game. To be honest.
Yeah.
Even if it was just kind of like a
Me too.
a random treat.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
back
was
up,
really
man.
cool. I'm glad.
You and your sister.
I was to be honest, I was a little disappointed you people didn't submit sooner. To be honest, and I had to like drag your asses into it.
Hey.
But yeah, no, that was a good finish. Finished under estimate. It's nice that you guys got to shuffle those relatively new skips too that were added recently. Like
Personal shit, alright?
like the end sequence skip for the goose stuff. Like that was all
Take it easy, yeah?
relatively new.
Yeah.
I think.
Hey,
Yeah, we
I
had a
don't know
bunch
how new that
of
was.
quite a lot of new different stuff here, like especially like the Wendy stuff going on.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice actually.
really
I'm surprised
cool.
I got all major skips in a run,
For the longest
like a
time,
random run as well.
I
So
heard
Yeah,
that's nice.
Ferris skip went
Someone
really
to see
well.
the light.
Like the stuff with the Baron Temple went pretty well.
Yeah, but Temple was really good.
I
Yeah.
can finally see it.
Like that could have been very much a disaster.
Yeah. True.
So, any shoutouts specifically do you want to give or anything like that?
The Discord, like everyone in the Discord, to be honest, everyone that contributed to like where the run is right now, like everyone that put timing efforts in and like ideas, everything basically. Like this run will probably be like Gestalt at some point, maybe. That's what I hope anyway. So you know,
I mean, it's already really close with the RTA
Yeah.
anyway, so it's just
Yeah.
like
Definitely
not
has,
too far
has
away.
potential if someone's willing to grind it down.
yeah, we just need like we honestly just need more people to find skips. And like, you know, I'm fully willing to go for like below Gestalt time. So
Yeah, the link that you can use to join well, we have like 5 I think for that Discord, but like you can use sponsored by Drakengard.com to join the Discord. You could also use NieRSpeedruns.com as well. And I think it's
sponsored by Drakengard.
yeah, use sponsored by Drakengard. It's like the most well known and easiest one to remember.
yeah, so like please join the Discord and like, you know, if anyone has any ideas or they want to run the game, then just ask like anyone. I'm willing to help anyone run this game, to be honest.
Cardinal's always around to talk shop about stuff. I mean, plenty of other people are as well. We got Zerebus was in chat a lot. He's been pretty active as well.
Yeah.
Jeff has been really deep in some stuff as well here and there.
Yeah.
So all very good people.
Most of my time playing this game has been spent testing FPS.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the game works. If you want to know the in-detail differences between River Tuner and Special K, I can tell you all about it.
Yeah. So big shout outs to Jeff and Cardinal for a lot of some really good groundwork over ever since the post release. So big shout outs to them and to several other people too. Like even Aliark has put in a good amount of work too.
Yeah, for sure.
With finding stuff.
Cortex found
Cortex.
Infinite Height.
Yeah, and like Cerberus found OneCardinal Geppetto.
Yeah, just everyone, load of people chipping
Everyone
into it.
contributed to this. Like...
The really cool thing about that OneCardinal Geppetto is that now that we found that in Replicant, we can apply some of that stuff again, like backwards into OG NieR too. Like some of this tech is like being applied backwards now.
That's cool, actually. Yeah, that's really cool.
And then some of the old OG tech that was lost that wasn't really useful is now being reapplied with Replicant as people have been rediscovering things. And finding uses for them.
Cool seeing how the games interact with each other. And overlap.
But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you can pick up this game or any of the other speedruns and learn them. Like right now there's a lot of people just kind of chilling with Replicant. There's hasn't been a lot of speedrunning action with it, but a lot of glitch finding and testing things has been going on.
Yeah.
So definitely definitely join for that stuff because it's still early. The game hasn't been out for that long, right?
Yeah, it's been out since May, so April. April, yeah.
So, it's a few months.
Yeah, the game's come really far considering, to be honest. Like, I think in a year's time, like, honestly, we're gonna find I still think there's something big in this game to find that's gonna save us a lot of time. I mean, like, depending on category anyway, there was something big that was pretty, like, that I found not that long ago. And,
we haven't even looked at the ending skips.
Yeah.
Might exist.
Those ones are going to be insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for all the GGs and thanks for watching this run.
Cheers.